10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome everybody to the 10th episode of Stadium Connect North. Today's episode is jam-packed as always, but before we get to the news and the community happenings, we're going to say a what's up to our people here on the staff. I'm just winging it on the fly here. Ninja Guy, how you doing? Azwe, hope you're feeling better today.
Yep. Side effects from the booster leaves you pretty high and dry.
Yeah.
But I'm here.
So, oh, that's good. That's good to hear. Ninja, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. So today I'm starting my vacation, so I'm pretty happy. You'll probably see a big smile on my face throughout the show. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
So we're already starting the show off with a bang here. Look at this, Metal Wolf, John and Plop gonna rock this one. So so we're gonna get started here. Let me see, or sorry, not Vivi here. Let me see if we can hear. Hello.
Oh,
Oh, hey! Oh, look at that, and animate it too. I love that.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, I thought I'd make myself a little bit more Canadian because I'm on the show.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's awesome. So, as we know here, we've got Vivi here as our special guest here. It's just a few days before Christmas here and the holidays, and as Ninja was saying, he's going on holiday for the next week or so into the new year. So it's great to hear. How about yourself, Vivi? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I unfortunately don't have any holiday at the moment, so I am working through tomorrow, and then I'm back in work on the Monday. So, yeah.
Wow. Gosh.
Pretty intense.
Well, yeah. Well, hopefully the weekend you got some time to relax and kick back and enjoy the holiday there. So with that, we're going to get right into the news here. And let me see. Let's bring up, we're going to talk about this week on Stadia, the blog post here. And we got everyone over to the side. Perfect. Alrighty. So this week on Stadia, a whole lot of Stadia Pro titles. And as I saw on Twitter, someone mentioned it. Stadia Claus is coming to town. Actually, he did come to town and deliver us a whole lot of juicy sales and titles. And we're going to take a look at the news here from this week on Stadia. So if we start out here, we got our info here on the titles, the pro titles for January already. Darksiders 3, Bloodstain, Shantae, Risky Revenge, Darksider Detective, A Fumble in the Dark, and DreamWorks Dragon Dawn of Riders. So those will all be landing January 1st. So next Saturday, 2022 already. And some pretty great titles there. Darksiders 3, I've been meaning to pick up, and I haven't picked it up. So now it's a pro title. I'll definitely be claiming that. Bloodstain, Shanti, the other ones I have played, and they're all fantastic. But some great titles here that are coming to Stadia Pro January 1st.
Yeah, it's a solid lineup, and guys, let us know in the chats what kind of are you looking forward to any of these games, and tell us why, and that'd be great. I'll keep a lookout and see what you guys are saying there. I'm very interested to see what you guys have to see. Yeah,
I mean, if you've not played Bloodstained, that is definitely one to go for if you're into the sort of Metroidvania and you're into the old Castlevania games, because it is. Like, Symphony of the Night was the last good Castlevania, and I know I might get a little bit of flack for that, but this is the true sequel to that game, so it is one that I cannot recommend enough, and it's one that I'm probably going to pick back up because I've not played it since it was first released on the Switch, which is a long time ago, and I'll admit I never completed it, so definitely one that I'm most excited for.
And
for sure.
When it was announced there, in the Stadia Discord, I was lurking around during that time, and there was a lot of positive reaction to that one. Like, people were very excited about it and talking about Bloodstained.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, there was a lot of chat in the official Discord
Yeah.
for that one. It's, I think that's the one that people are most excited about. But I think one of the sleeper hits is Dark Side Detective as well, because that game is hilarious with a brilliant soundtrack.
Yes.
I haven't laughed that hard playing a game in a while. So I played the first one, and I actually bought, because the second one is on sale. Even if you don't have Pro, the second one is. I bought it, and then it went on Pro. It's going to Pro. Oh, refunding. I'm just going to get it on Pro.
Yeah. So
Nice.
that's So is it the Fumble in the Dark? Is that what we're gonna get the free DLC tomorrow for?
Yeah.
On
Yes.
Friday?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, perfect. Yeah.
So
there you
Ghosts
go.
of Christmas Past, which
Yes.
again, such a great name because it's obviously the pun is in the past. And I've heard there's some new tracks as well, so I'm excited for that because I've not listened to them yet.
Nice.
Wow, that sounds awesome. Definitely can't wait for it. And here's another reminder: Super Animal Royale. It landed on Stadia last week, but just another reminder here: it's a free-to-play season 2 here, and if you haven't tried it yet, try it out. It is super, super fun. I unlocked the Blue Jay, working on the Pigeon, and hopefully making my way up to unlock the Beaver there. So, and again, like you can't really beat that. Completely free to play. You don't have to pay a single dime to play it. All the costumes and things like that you can earn through the game and through winning and collecting the candy canes and all that super fun stuff. So highly recommend Super Animal Royale. I was playing a little bit of it this morning here, and just like it's always like one more game, and then it's hours later. Right. So so here it is again. Here it's telling you in this week of Stadia, Super Animal Royale is a 64-player frantic top-down 2D battle royale with murderous animal fights, tooth and claw and machine gun across an abandoned safari park. Collect and customize your favorite critters and weapons, then put them to work in solo matches or team up as a squad of up to 4 players. Play all you want. So that's awesome. Yeah. And we talked about this a week or two ago. Maybe it's a few weeks ago. PUBG is going free to play. I believe, let's see if it mentions here. It's January 12th. There we go. So it's going free to play on January 12th. And you can, if you pre-register now, you can get exclusive rewards. So that's definitely something. Another free to play game. So I'm sure we're going to see a flood. I know PUBG was on Stadia Pro for quite a while, if I remember correctly. And this is awesome. Again, like another free to play game where all you have to do is just have a Stadia account to play and you're good to go. So that's great.
I like that move from Stadia, making games like truly free to play rather than having to get Pro. It's just a really nice feature, and they've been doing that with the free play days and everything as well. It's just a really nice
that's
stretch.
awesome. Yeah, I definitely love to see that they're the last couple of free play weekends, no Pro needed at all. I think that is the perfect, that's the right move, right? Just lower those barriers. People can come and see, click on it, play. They enjoy it. It doesn't cost them a single dime. And, just more people come to the platform, and, more games will eventually be coming as well. So that's great to hear.
Yeah, it's getting easier and easier to convince people, to come on Stadia. There's like less and less excuses to not try it, right? So it's fun to see all of these.
Right. Yeah.
And with all the discounts as well on the Stadia Premiere.
Oh my gosh. Exactly. Yeah. That is just ridiculous. That's again another super smart move. Just absolutely fantastic price. It's like, how can you not? It's like that's what we talked about before on some games, like impulse buys. So for like 22 is like, how can you not? It's worth putting that money down there and just checking it out. You get the controller, you get the Chromecast Ultra, although you don't need those, but if you want to play it on the TV, nice and easy, convenient, hook that up and you're good to go. So that's great to see. Really great. So I'm just going to go ahead and just read this real quick here. Play PUBG Season 15 now. In this new update, there's a new vehicle mountain bike, which barely makes any noise, allowing for stealthy movement. Also, don't forget to check out the Christmas-themed, let me see if I can, Vikendi on upcoming Christmas. So that's
Nice.
cool as well. Yeah, let me see if we can. There won't be any. I don't know if there's going to be sound on this one or not. Can you hear sound?
No, we don't hear it on our end.
No. Okay. Good. So here we go. Here, the original battle royale.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, the audience can't hear sound either. I've just unmuted
okay.
the stream.
For next one, I'll make sure we've got sound. There we go. Play for free January 12th.
Can we make the sound effects as it goes along? Oh,
that would be a great idea. Yeah, the next one to do it.
I'll do all the gun noises. Ninja does the vehicles. John does the people. And as we can do,
Oh my gosh, that's funny. So we got Gracie in the chat here. Hi, Gracie.
Oh, hey, Gracie. How you doing?
Hey, Gracie.
Oh, shout out to Clive there. Thanks for the super chat there. Happy holidays. It's great. It's great to see so many people, the community out here, and just supporting everybody. All the content creators, all the fans, and everybody. It's such an awesome community. I really can't say it enough. So let's move on here. The dawning comes to Destiny 2 just in time for the holidays. Join the dawning event and celebrate the season by baking cookies, spreading cheer, and festively freezing the forces of darkness with Stadia-infused snowballs. Ooh. That sounds awesome. For Guardians with gift giving and receiving in their heart, there's a new ship, sword, and plenty of wondrous wrapped gear. Oh my gosh. Destiny 2, that is one of the games I think we've said it a couple of times here on the show over the last couple of weeks here. It's one of the games that I'm like, I would love to be able to get into and play alongside, someone else who's like a seasoned player or knows what they're doing, because I find myself now, like when I jump into it, there's so much to do. I don't know exactly where to go or what to do. And if I think that I'm starting to figure it out, then like I get lost. I'm like, okay, well, where do I go next? What do I do? So, but this sounds awesome. They're like, I know Iwan loves Destiny 2. I think I forget how many hours that he has into the game, but an insane amount. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
So
it's such an overwhelming game, right? Like I understand how to play, but it's like an MMORPG. You get in and there's like 20 quests you have to do. It's crazy. There's just always something to do in the game. Like it's so crazy. Yeah.
Do you know an interesting story? The one trending channel I've tried to get rid of so many times is Destiny 2 in the official Discord. We're only supposed to have the trend channels temporarily, and we wait for like periods of inactivity. And I saw there was a slight lull, and I was like, oh, I could probably finally get rid of it. So I managed to like get rid of it. I was like, thank God, Destiny 2 finally gone. And then a few weeks later, they're the 30th anniversary. Like, oh, can you bring it back? I was like, oh, bloody hell. And it's back, and it's never going to die. That channel is just going to live on the Discord server forever.
I feel like Hitman is kind of the same. Like it's always going to get there. Like people are requesting it, but they seem to be hanging out in the state share channel nowadays. So at least they can keep that up.
Yeah, they've kind of like taken over that place.
Exactly. It's crazy.
All right. So moving along here, hear that? That's the sound of one hand clapping, leaving early access and going into full release on Stadia. We talked a little bit about this last week. One hand clapping is a vocal 2D platformer. Solve puzzles by singing or humming into your microphone, and find confidence in the power of your voice as it changes the world around you. Let's see here. Yeah, build confidence in your voice as you utilize melody, rhythm, and harmony as your tools. Meet lovable characters who will assist you and cheer you on and inspire self-expression without being pushy. That's always good, right? Yeah. Just hook up a microphone and you are good to go.
When is Maurice doing a stream on this?
Exactly.
I knew this was coming. Maybe someday. Yeah, Maurice needs some confidence in his voice. He's confident in dancing, but Maybe he needs this game to get more
He
confidence.
needs to be the whole package, the acting, singing, dancing. It's got to be a triple threat. I want to see this. I want him doing just dance moves whilst playing one hand clapping. Get it right up in there. You got one on your mobile, one on your TV. Go for it.
Maybe Google will watch me someday, and maybe Maurice will be the mascot of Stadia. Who knows, right? That would be great.
That would be awesome. I would love that. So to go along with this one-hand clapping news, we are also here on Stadium Connect North on Monday, December the 27th. We are going to have a special episode. It'll be episode 11. Mm-hmm. We will be talking with two of the devs from One Hand Clapping. So make sure to tune in for that. They'll be answering questions. We'll be talking with them, finding out about the game, how they came up with it, development, and a whole lot of fun. So make sure you tune in Monday, right around noon Eastern. I think we might start it a little bit past. I don't have it scheduled yet, but we'll be sure to advertise that. It's going to be a fun time. So moving along here we go. We talked about this earlier. Dark Side Detective, a fumble in the dark Christmas. This Christmas Eve, so tomorrow, the first bonus case for the Dark Side Detective, a fumble in the dark, goes live. Learn all about the shocking death of the series' title character, Detective Francis McQueen. Oh, sounds scary, right?
Yeah.
Stay tuned to learn about how he comes back to life, because there are 2 more free bonus cases to go. And Officer Dooley, my hero, can't carry this series on his own. Start sleuthing on December 24th. Now, I know we mentioned it earlier. Dark Side Detective, man, even if it wasn't going Stadia Pro, I'd highly recommend it. It's so, as if everyone said here, it's so funny. It's so well done. The music is great. And just laughing bunches and bunches with that. I love, like, Dooley is like just the epitome of like I don't know, but it's just so funny. And both McQueen and Dooley work together. It's just like, just trust me, like, you'll be laughing. It's well worth the money, but you can claim this on Pro starting January 1st. So that's fantastic. And surprise, our good friend Ethan, he didn't let us in on this info. I don't know if it is, but I would assume that he built the framework for this.
Yeah.
When we spoke with Ethan a couple of weeks ago, he's Linux porter, and he did Jackbox Party Pack 8 and 7. Yeah, 8 and 7. And I'm assuming, based upon our talk with him, that he built the foundation around this. I'm not sure specifically if he did this, but I'm sure his work helped contribute it to it. We've got Jackbox Party Pack 6 is on Stadia. So a great game for the holidays. Some people, if, they're going to have some people over for the holidays, or some people that can't. This is a great game that you can play. You don't even have to own. Only one person has to own it. Everyone else playing just hops on, grabs their device, and it's so fun. And shout out Vivi. Dooley is my day. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Sorry, I just had to get that in there.
Dooley's everyone's day. Come on.
Yeah, yes. Dooley is awesome. Mm-hmm. So here we are. Jack. This one is like a tongue twister for me. Jackbox Party Pack 6. Say that 10 times fast. It's the wildest party pack yet, with the absurd deathmatch trivia murder party 2. The weird word circus dictorium, the hidden identity game push the button, the comedy contest joke boat, and the offbeat personality test role models. Use your phones or tablets as controllers and play with up to 10 players, plus an audience of up to 10,000 can join in and help influence the game. Get it today on Stadia. again, that's so we've got 6, 7, 8. I don't know if we're going to continue to get 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and do the countdown as well. But these are great party games. Like I mentioned, you can play it with people around you, or even if they're not remote. Because you could stream this too, and there's options in there for delayed response, take off the timers and things like that. Played 8. I streamed that on Stadiaversary, and then we played it with my family a whole bunch of times. Haven't played 7 yet, or 6, but definitely next week that'll be coming up, playing those games with the family and the community. So I don't know, has anybody played Jackbox Party Pack 6 yet here?
I have. It is the second best party pack, in my opinion.
Oh, wow. Really? Okay.
The only one it doesn't have is Quiplash. Quiplash 2, I can't remember which one that's in, is the best.
Okay.
But Push the Button's hilarious. Joke Boat is terrible. Don't bother with it. Murder Trivia Party is great. So yeah, there's some good ones there. Played a lot of Push the Button, though. That's awesome. A good one.
Yeah, I've heard Push the Button's like a precursor to Among Us, right?
Yeah, kind of. It's like Werewolf and stuff like that. It's a hidden world.
Okay. So this is what I was going to ask, and I'm looking down in the comments here. Zorena's asking, so out of 6, 7, and 8, Vivi, what would you recommend? If someone was going to buy one of them for this holiday season, what would your personal recommendation be?
I would say 6, then 7, then 8. So in ascending order. 8's great. And it's definitely back to the party pack. I think it was 5. That was the really the one that I wasn't a huge fan of. But yeah, those are the ones I'd go for. And somebody said, which one's the best one for G-rated family? They all have a not safe for work switch on them, so you can typically turn them to to safe for work mode.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's good. Okay, so we
have played it at work, and we forgot to do that switch. So that was great. The best one was somebody mentioned weed cookies in one of their answers. And they didn't realize that it would show their name. Oh god, that was the best.
And so we're over on to Assassin's Creed Valhalla: Dawn of Ragnarok. It's brand new. It's a DLC that's coming. I'll go ahead and just read it here. In the Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Dawn of Ragnarok, the most ambitious expansion in franchise history, Eivor must embrace the destiny as Odin, the Norse god of battle and wisdom. Unleash new divine powers as you embark on a desperate quest through a breathtaking world. Complete a legendary Viking saga and save your son in the face of God's doom. So we're just going to run this through here. There won't be any sound, so feel free if you want to make sound effects there.
Stadia.
In an ancient world, there was only one. Yeah. Yes. So this is from what I understand, it's pretty expansive here. Yeah, look at that. Oh my god.
Final countdown. Oh no, I'm gonna get copyright.
Ubisoft original.
Ooh, nice swing.
Oh my gosh, this is so funny. I can't stop laughing. Oh, I'm gonna cry here. Oh, this is awesome. I love it.
It's time to take back my throne. I just imagine eagle sound here. I can't do eagle sound, but
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
Eagle. I didn't actually know that happened. I've not seen this trailer, so
no, neither have I. Holy Moses!
I haven't either.
Oh, this is pretty rad. First time I'm seeing it, I'm doing the sound effects.
that was pretty good. That was some good sight reading.
Yeah.
I did hear that this is supposed to be 30 hours of content added.
Wow.
And it is up for pre-order in the store already. I think it's in Canadian, it's $49.99.
Yeah.
What about real money?
Oh,
I'm not talking Monopoly money. Oh, sorry, I'm a Canadian today. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Probably 39 US and maybe what in UK 30? Is it usually like 35?
It'll be 39.
Oh, 39. Okay.
Let's face it, we always get stiffed. I mean, it should be 35, but we usually get stiffed.
Yeah. Look at this. Yeah. So wow. Like as we was saying, roughly about, would you say about 30 hours or
It's
so?
I've heard that it's 30 hours of content. Like it's almost a
Wow.
full new game. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
it is
pretty
a full new game,
much.
but I guess not a full new Assassin's Creed game, which are like what,
Yeah.
90 hours?
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is good though. I like that they did that because again, they could have easily just made this a standalone game and charged probably full price,
Mhm.
right, for it. So this is good. I think that's a fair amount considering all the the
I
content and stuff
I
that
think
you
this
get
is
with it.
them testing the waters for Assassin's Creed Infinity, which will be
Oh
more of a
yeah.
service, and it's supposed to span multiple. So
Clever.
I think this is their first sort of giving the audience like, this is what Assassin's Creed. We're going to release one more new game, and then everything's going to be
Mhm.
kind of piecemeal.
But
Yep.
you know what? I actually really like the whole big DLC packs. When you were younger, and you got an expansion. It wasn't called a DLC. It wasn't called anything. It was called an expansion pack. You went out and you got a
Right.
second box. And you were like, yes, this is another game. You put it in,
Yep.
and there's good. It's a second game, and I love that this DLC is that, because it's like the whole Witcher thing as well, where they did the blood and something, blood and
Blood and
money.
wine?
No, blood money,
Blood and wine?
blood and wine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just love
Let's go with
this.
that.
Yep. Alrighty. So, and now here, when I heard
No,
about this, I
too soon.
literally, yeah, it just really did bring a tear to my eye.
Stay strong.
Grace, Grace, our beloved community manager, that she's put a lot of hard work in over these last several years into the Stadia community, both in front and behind the scenes, advocated for us, and she's moving on, unfortunately, but sad for us, but good for her because she's moving on to another position here. I'll go ahead and read it here. In case you missed it, farewell, Grace. In case you missed the news, our beloved community manager, Grace, is departing the Stadia team and taking the next step forward in her career. Grace has been synonymous with the Stadia community since Stadia was first announced, and while it's bittersweet to see her go, we are grateful for the passionate and excellent service she has shown to this community. We wish her absolutely nothing but the best and know she will flourish at her next opportunity. We salute you, Grace. And so this is awesome. And I saw, like, when she tweeted out, there was a Reddit post where she announced, that she was. It's today, the 23rd here. That is her last day as a community manager. So I'm sure she's just winding down her last couple of hours.
She's actually
here.
in the chats.
Oh wow, Grace! Oh hey, Grace, how you doing?
Hi, Grace.
Now I'm all like, my throat's all groggy.
You got this, man. Stay strong.
Hands
Stay
all
strong.
sweating. Yes, stay strong. And
Arms are sweaty.
Yeah, pretty much. I shouldn't have said that she was in the chat. Now I'm all okay. But anyway, it's just it is really sad to see her go, but knowing that she's moving her career forward is such an awesome opportunity. And it is, as much as we hate to see her go, this is a fantastic career move for her. And like Grace said, she'll still be around on Twitter and playing Stadia and streaming and things like that. So it's not like she's going to totally disappear and we'll never ever be able to talk to her again. She's just moving on to bigger and better things. And this is what I particularly like about the blog post here is this reassurance here. The Stadia team remains as dedicated as ever to supporting the goals and mission we set. 2022 will see more features, more improvements, and more games. And our community channels will still be here to provide Stadians a place to discuss topics important to them. You can find a familiar face in Chris from Google in all the usual places: Reddit, Discord, and the community forum. So drop by and say hi. So this is good. So this is, now Chris maybe wasn't as I don't know how to say this exactly. Maybe not as well known as Grace was or is in the Stadia community on Twitter and things like that. So now this is a chance for us to get to know Chris a little bit better here. And we wanted to make a special mention on our show here and just tell Grace, I know she's in the chat here. Again, thank you so much for all your hard work, everything that you've done for the Stadia community, all your advocating for us behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, putting together, community events. I will never ever forget the the amazing Rainbow Six Siege little mini tournament stream that we had this past summer. It was such an awesome time, so fun. And thank you, Grace, for all your work, for putting up with all that you have to do with the community. And again, thank you so much. And we wanted to show here too. People in the chat, definitely please show Grace some love here and wish her some warm wishes and wish her well. We also wanted to show this video here that let me get this off here, that Anthony and Now Your Mama Knows put together. Let me bring this off here, and we're going to bring it up here, that he put together. It's about a 5-minute video about Grace here. So here we go.
This video is gonna be epic, 'cause I'm a cowboy. Oh man. So I'm 45 years old, and I've been playing video games since I was a little kid, and I've never really been interested in kind of like a social community. I just kind of play with my friends, right? So I'm saying that to say this. People say that Stadia isn't involved with the community, and I want to say I've never seen a community like this ever. I've never seen people or community managers or anything, right? I just didn't pay attention to it. I just didn't notice it, right? So all the years on PlayStation or Xbox, I just never noticed it ever until being in the Google Stadia community. So with that being said, I want to say thank you to Grace. Grace, I didn't really speak to you that much at all. I know some people actually would tweet you and stuff, and but our paths never really crossed. But I created and put together, I'm very proud of, the Stadia 2-year birthday bash, hosted by the Stadia Bash Community Network. And Grace, you were nice enough to actually shout it out.
And your mama knows. You guys are awesome, and thank you so much for tuning into a bunch of Stadia Bash Community Network streams. Yes, actually, let's go ahead and shout that out right now. SPCN is currently doing an all-day celebration for Stadia's anniversary today with a bunch of wonderful content creators that are playing Stadia games. So I will show the website after this game. I will do that. Okay.
And that was really cool, and that made a lot of our days knowing that we were doing this event for Stadia, and Stadia recognized it, and you personally shouted it out. Grace, thank you. Thank you for all your service. Thank you for making the Stadia community feel like we were kind of connected to Stadia and Google itself. You were a personal branch to the community. You actually spoke with people, and I think that was pretty cool. Me personally, I'm going to be a gamer regardless. I'm going to like the games I like and don't like the games I like. So I really don't need to contact or be contacted by people who are behind the scenes with the video game platform that I play. But I think it's a nice touch, and I do believe that some people do admire that in a company. So I just want to give a shout out to Google, and I personally want to give a shout out to you, Grace, and I want to thank you again for everything that you've done for the community, and I wish you luck on your new endeavors and anything else you do in the future, and hopefully our paths cross again. So thank you, Grace.
Congrats. GG, well played, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining the live stream. Actually, before I go, let me give you a shout out to all the folks here. Again, this was the full celebration list of all the... This was run by SPCN, Stadia Bash Community Network, and They still have a bunch of people streaming right now. It is 1 p.m., which means 4 p.m. We are seeing Dre stream, and also it looks like we have Stadia France streaming. So go ahead and give them a. Oh wait, not yet. Yeah. Go ahead and go to John's Twitter account or his page, fourscarsgaming.com, to look at the full schedule. I sure will be tuning in. I'm sure Chris will be as well. So go ahead and show all these streamers some love and give them some follows. But again, everyone. Oh wait, I just realized that you can see it looking at. There you go. That's much better, isn't it? fourscarsgaming.com. Full celebration list. Look at this. All these wonderful streams going on. And they are in time order. Look at this. Look at all this content that you all can watch today. So go ahead and show them some love. But again, everyone, thank you so much. Happy Stadia anniversary. Chris and I love you all.
Guys, that was awesome. I gotta say, that was awesome. So let's talk.
And now, your mama knows.
I'll stop it here. I think we're all on mute also. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So I also wanted to touch base. Thank you so much, Anthony. That video was awesome. And one of the things I really want to highlight in that of what Anthony said is, never have I seen a community with a community manager that has been so involved and present. Like, I mean, regardless, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, whatever have you, I've never seen a community manager such as Grace that has been so present, so vocal, a person that, that we look forward to, that we all like hoard around it, and like we set our on Twitter, like turn on notifications every time Grace tweets, we know, and trying to read, and just like a genuine real person. And again, thank you so much, Grace, for all your hard work. We really can't say it enough. And I'm sure there's a ton of it that, behind the scenes that we have no idea of. So again, thank you so much. And I wanted to share this. Cult of Stadia, or hashtag media guy, he was planning on being here today, but got called into work. So he put together a little 20-second clip here for Grace to show his love and appreciation. Let me go that over here and let's play. Well, this would be classic.
The wonders of live streaming.
Yeah. I couldn't necessarily save this. He sent me to this in a DM here. Let's see here.
Oh, let's read his other DMs.
No, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
This is hashtag Media Guy, Cult of Stadia 9709. I joined in July. I didn't get to know you that long, but I never inboxed you. I always cheer for you, and I am cheering for you at Wing. It sounds like an amazing company. Thank you so much for all your work.
There we go. Hashtag Media Guy. Couldn't be here today. Hopefully you didn't see any juicy details in any of the DMs.
We might need to cut that somewhere, right? But
flip it.
Guys, just so you know, you can join in today if you feel like, if you want to join in, just send me a DM, and if you want to say a little something to Grace, we'll be gladly accepting you in this stream, and to see what you have to say.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm checking before we go here onto anybody else. I see Anthony said that he is here. He could pop in for a minute. So let me send Anthony the link here. Yeah, so send us DM on Twitter or Discord. We don't want to post the link publicly because you never know who you're going to get coming in here. So we kind of want to control that. Let me send this over here to Anthony. I know he's watching here. If he has time that he can pop in. And hey, Death Alive, thanks for joining us here. Appreciate it.
Hey. So yeah, I'm just gonna say my little word for Grace. Meanwhile, while you do that, so Grace, yeah. So we haven't talked much either. I think the only time that we talked was during the anniversary stream where I just said a quick hi, and it was great. Like I know that you're a busy person. I never really messaged you just because I knew that you had a lot on your plate. But man, you will always like have a place in Stadia's community, right? Like you've done so much for this, for all of us, you know, and we couldn't have asked for someone better. So you will definitely be not be replaceable, and you know, I'm very happy for you to get this promotion, and but you will definitely be missed.
Yeah, she has Grace will always be like a part of the Stadia community and the history of Stadia, you know. So years when we talk and look back and say, "Oh, remember the early years of Stadia? Oh yeah, community manager. She was awesome, right? Grace." So
Grace, I don't remember her. Who was she?
Wait, who's Grace?
Grace?
Yeah.
So I see Anthony's here real quick. So we'll pop him in here for a couple of minutes so he can give a few words here, and there we go.
Well,
Hey, how you doing,
New
Anthony?
introduction? What? Okay, it's the cowboy.
John, you were supposed to doll it up a little bit, you know?
Well,
Mr.
no, man.
Cowboy, yeah.
This is all about Grace. She needs to be in the spotlight, right? So we're giving props to Grace here. We don't want to make her cry again, but
She's gonna cry.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
I can tell you that for a fact.
I just want to say, like, Stadia in general, and especially, and I feel like Grace was like the general kind of leading the charge. But as far as the community, man, like I said, I'm 45, man. I've been playing games since Atari, and you know, and I've never been moved like this in gaming. And so Grace again was leading the charge, and that's why I wanted to put those video clips, because I wanted people to see. Like, she stopped and said, "Oh, let me shout these guys out," and then later on she realized, "Oh wait, I could go to the link," which is awesome because you created it, John, where you put everybody, and and she went to it and said, "Whoa, let me make sure I do this," and that was pretty cool. Actually, I want a funny story. When I wrote Grace in the chat, she said, "Oh yeah, I'll link it out." And so her match, she said after the match. So when the match ended, I was like, "Don't forget to link it out." She probably was like, "This crazy guy keeps bringing it up." And then, later on, I think it was Vivi Plays. He said, "Oh, just by the way, just to let you know, Grace did shout you out at the very end, because that day I was monitoring every stream for the anniversary bash. I didn't get a chance to go back." And so then I went back. I was like, "Wow, she did shout it out, and she put the link." So just want to say thank you so much. Awesome, man. Awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. She is a very awesome individual, and I really can't say enough good things, you know, about. She's forever a part of Stadia and always will be. So it's so awesome, and it's fantastic. You see, she's here in the chat. You know, it's awesome. Like I said, how many other community managers, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, I mean, what have you? You know, we're not trying to diminish anybody else, right? You know, they all do put in their hard work or anything, but I see people complaining, "Oh, there's not a presence, Google isn't listening." You know what? They are. They're not stupid, right? They have ears. They're people just like us. And you know, seeing, you know, we have Grace in the chat here. Gracie is in the chat too from Google as well. So, you know, they're all around here. They know, and they're real people just like us who have feelings and emotions and stuff like that. So again, it's so awesome. Thank you again, Grace, for all the work you've done. We really appreciate it. You've went above and beyond in my book and many others. You've went above and beyond what any other community manager does, and you helped be a positive force and entity in the Stadia community. and at times, having to crack the whip a couple of times when people got out of place. But, I can just imagine what she must have said behind the scenes. We'll never know, but we can only guess. And thanks so much, Grace. And the shout out Consino there. Thank you so much. Super chat here. Consino says, thank you, Grace, and thank you to a great Stadia community. And, as I mentioned, like that was one of the reasons when I got my tattoo here is like, just because like this are some of the feelings that like Stadia as a platform and the people around it and Grace included and Cowboy and Vivi and Azwe, everybody here, Ninja, like so many people. I can't begin to mention everybody. It's made such an impact on my life, met so many great new people, and I just always wanted to have that memory and show my appreciation and love for it. And that's why I did it. And this is just shows off here, one of the reasons why that's what I did for my tattoo and my love for Stadia and the community.
So now, like, because today is a very important day, right? Because of that. So on your next time, you'll be doing like a big face of Grace tattoo, right? On your other arm. So
maybe go for the guac rather than the Grace, because I think that might be a little less creepy.
Yeah. 12, 23, 21, right?
Fine.
with a heart, right? Yeah, something like that. So, wow. But that's awesome. Yeah. So that's great. So we're seeing lots of love in the chat here for Grace as well. And again, if anybody else wants to pop in here and like Anthony is here just to talk a little bit about it, let us know. Or if you just want to in the chat, you feel more comfortable in the chat, Grace is here listening, and just show our love and support and thank her for everything that she has done over these past several years and to help launch Stadia community, Reddit, Discord. Sure, definitely.
So I wasn't able to be a part of the Rainbow Six tournament, but dude, I don't know if whatever's going on in my life, I was real busy that week. And I was like, I remember Stadia Pro was like, yeah, they're having a tournament. I was like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, the community managers and the community. I was like, hold up, wait, say that again? It's like, no, for real. I was like, no, are you serious? It's like, yeah. I was like, dude, that's like, for real? Like,
that was big.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I was so excited to be part of that.
Dude, when have you seen that before? Like,
wow. Yeah, again, like I've never seen that before. And I remember I got the DM from Grace asking if I wanted to participate. And I'm like, yeah, for sure. You don't even have to ask. I'm auto yes all the time. And then I was like going through my mind, just typing, okay, who do I want on my team? Who do I want on my team? And then like, I send a message, Jem, and sending all these messages out. And I think later after the event, Vivi and I were talking. He's like, I think we both sent a message to Jem within like minutes of each other, right? Yeah. As to see if he'd be on our team. And I think I maybe by like a minute beat Vivi to sending the DM.
I was betrayed by Jem, and I've still not forgiven him. To this day.
Yeah. Oh, it was so
awesome. Anyway, so that at least there's that, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's so awesome. But
yeah, I've been lucky enough to
never forget that. Sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I've been lucky enough to work, probably more closely with Grace than most. I think that's been a massive privilege for me because you honestly can just tell how much passion she has.
So Vivi,
behind the scenes and.
Tell us about that. How is it to work with Grace? How was it?
I mean, she was always really attentive. Like people say, "Oh yeah, Stadia aren't listening; they're not responding." But I mean, Grace watches everything.
Yeah, that we know. Yeah,
exactly. She reads. She reads Discord. She reads Reddit. She has eyes all over the place, and she really cares. And that's one thing that you can really tell is that she was super passionate about her job. Super passionate about the community, and there were times when things were happening, as John mentioned. She did sort of put the foot down and say, stop doing this. Call people out on their shit, and really got involved. But I think Grace is genuinely not just a great community manager, but a great person, and it's a privilege to have called her a friend and to play games with her and just chatting behind the scenes. It's really it's really exciting.
Listen,
Yeah.
Grace, if you want somebody to take your place as the next community manager, like a cowboy in there, I'm gonna uphold the law of the Stadia land. I'm gonna backhand. Well, I'm gonna do some things to people to get out of hand. Let Google know.
Man.
Hire the cowboy. I'll put a little star on here. I'll get some deputies.
I love you, Anthony, but if you were to take over that job, I'm quitting.
Oh my gosh, Mr. Opportunity. You're not the cowboy. You're Mr. Opportunity, right?
Well, you hat, you know.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's so fantastic. And you know, like what Vivi said, there's you could tell like Grace genuinely cared too. Like she put all her heart and soul into the job, and it was more than just a job. That you could tell for her, you know, like it was, she took it you know, as if it was like her own here. And you know, again, fantastic, so awesome. And again, thank you so much. Is there, Azwe, is there
she's
anything
so
you want to mention
responsive that she even would reply on weekends. You know, she's not in work, and you know, you said ping a message is a problem, and she'd just be all over. Like she never slept.
Wow, jeez. Azwe, is there anything that you want to maybe mention there? I know you did leave some comments.
Yeah,
in the chat.
I figured there's a lot of people here. I figured I'd just slide myself. But yeah, unlike you guys, I'm very quiet within the community, mostly looking around. I'm active on John's Discord, but that's about it. Just so I guess Grace can hear it from my mouth. Like, I don't interact with communities. Like, this is the only community I've ever gotten myself involved with, and that is partially in thanks to Grace and Chris and that groundwork that was put in with Stadia. So I don't know Grace. I've seen her like some of the stuff. I don't watch everything, but I always look forward to the TWS, and I look for those posts from Grace. So again, thank you. Good luck at Wing. And I'm again super happy to be part of this community. I know I'm not always in front of everyone, but I really appreciate all of what everyone here does as well.
Yeah, awesome. Cool. Yeah, it's so awesome. And Grace got to go to the Game Awards as well. I'm sure that was quite an event for her as well. So that is awesome. And again, yeah. So it like I said, it's great to see you know, her presence even here. Vivi said she would have eyes all over working when she's off the clock as well. So definitely lots of passion and love for the community. And I'm just looking in the chat here. Vivi saying 2 Graces. She's cloned herself, right? So maybe we can have one Grace stay here as the community manager, and then you know, one move on. But we'll take the real Grace, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, so and we still have some great. Still some great workers on Stadia, right? Like we could have Chris. We have the one. Yeah. I don't know if people know, but there's someone behind the Twitter account, which is also very active and excellent. Okay, I didn't know if she was you know, open to talk about if she was like behind the scene or not. But yeah, Shaka. So yeah, man, like the community has improved so much, and this is how they've been going forward with Stadia, which is cool. It's very unique and it's very different from other platforms, like you guys are saying. So I'm really looking forward for when Stadia grow, like how different it's going to be compared to other communities.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm interested, you know, excited to get to know Chris a little bit more here. He's going to be stepping up, I guess, more in the spotlight, so to speak. There, it'll be interesting. I know, Vivi, you've worked with both Grace and Chris over these past couple of years here, so you know them both pretty well. So yeah,
I mean, Chris has a really dry wit, a great sense of humor. So you can expect, you know, the odd sarcastic comment from him. He's a great guy, but I know he loves his privacy a bit more than most. But what a guy! I cannot commend him anymore, and he does a lot behind the scenes as well. He is, you know, the secret wordsmith of the Stadia gang. So if something needs writing, Chris is the guy you go to.
So yeah, one thing I wanted to say was one thing that NinjaGuy said that was cool. He said he would like to see what the community would be like in years to come when Stadia is bigger. I think what's interesting, right, is that a lot of other video game platforms was around for a while before social media was really that popular, right? So Stadia has a
foundation.
Interesting foundation, because we're already like family, right? We argue sometimes, but we all come back. And so as the community at Stadia gets bigger, we're gonna get bigger with heart, right? Where other communities are about the games. Like in PlayStation, you go argue over God of War is better than everything all day. And you could argue in Xbox about, Halo, but we're more into like our community. We create award shows and different factions, and it's pretty amazing. So just imagine as we grow, that also will grow. So it's going to be very different, because I feel like in the other communities they're more like solo individuals. We're like a community. The word community means a lot within Stadia.
Yeah, definitely. So, that you make a good point there, Anthony, about, we're coming up with our own awards show. We have Stadia Bash Community, which was network, Stadia Bash Community. We had our own Caring from the Clouds, Super Saturday. So we've come up with, as the community have come up with all these different events as well, too, that just brings us closer together. And like you said, we're a giant family, very tight knit community. We argue sometimes, but in the end, for the most part, we always come back together, right? So it's family. So that's a very good point that you made there.
Since we've got it to the subject, I'm sharing my screen right now, and might as well just talk about it now. So
okay, yeah. Let's bring it on here.
So Clive is organizing. Well, Clive and John actually now is organizing.
Let me just bounce out, guys, because I got to get ready for a show.
Sure.
I just want to say, Ninja and John, thanks for bringing me on. Vivi, it's good to talk to you again. It's good to talk to all of you guys. And I'm gonna bounce out real quick. Thank you so much for playing my video. I appreciate it, man. You guys are awesome. And I'll watch the show back tonight, so I make sure I catch everything.
Will do. Awesome. Take care. Thanks so much, Anthony.
Thank you for coming, Cowboy. Have a good one.
Take care.
Awesome. So Ninja, I just want to mention something real quick here. So this is Clive, and there's a committee of people, and I'm on that committee as well. So I don't want to diminish. I'm not sure other people that want to be known on the committee. So we'll just say, I'm part of the committee as well. But Clive kind of like is spearheading this for sure.
Okay, I see. Good.
Yeah.
So yeah. So like we said, we have a big community, and we even put this in the news section and not even the community section. So again, guys, if you want to vote, just go on Clive's Twitter, and he has his this link to vote everywhere. So soon we'll be seeing the awards. Is there a date yet, John, for that?
Yep. So the voting for the awards closes Christmas Eve, so you have one more day to get your vote in, and then the actual show will be New Year's. So I'm going to post in the chat here. Here's a link to Clive's tweet there. You can go there, and then you can vote. It'll be live, like you see there. Yep. Live New Year's Eve, 8 p.m. UK time, so GMT, right? Something like that. I don't know.
Yep, GMT.
GMT. Yeah, because that's what. And then in the summer it changes to BST, right?
Yeah, British summertime.
Is that right? Okay, yeah. So I always get confused. So 8 o'clock UK time. That's what 5 Eastern. No, 5 hours ahead. 3 p.m. Eastern, I believe. Yep, and noon Pacific. Right on Clive's channel. I'll be co-hosting with him. Clive's takes the center there, and I'll be throwing in my 2 cents here and there. And he's got a great show lined up. It's gonna be fantastic. Again, if you haven't already voted, please vote. I've got the bot as well. Mentions it maybe every 5 or 10 minutes with a link where you can vote on your favorite Stadia games. So it's gonna be great. I can't wait.
I think that the only thing.
So, John, what's your favorite Stadia game? What did you vote for as like the game of the year?
What did I vote for? Oh my gosh. Well, all right. I picked Resident Evil is my favorite game on Stadia, but there's like a whole bunch. Like I like Grime and Young Souls was really tough to pick between those three, between Resident Evil, Grime, and Young Souls, because I loved all of those games, each for different reasons. But in the end, just if I, just barely squeaked out, Resident Evil Village was my favorite game. And I guess maybe too, like I have of course, for all three games, I have fond memories attached with them. But especially for Resident Evil, we got the demo, so I streamed that. And then Resident Evil came out at midnight, and I was up and I did a midnight stream. And I originally was only going to plan to stream for an hour, but I ended up streaming for like 2.5, almost 3 hours. And the reason was because I'm like, okay, after an hour, I'm like, everyone was still in the stream and like, yeah, we're having fun. Do you want me to stream for a little bit more? Okay. So at 1:30 in the morning, I'm like, okay, I think this is it. Let's find a place to save. It took me an hour to find a place to save a typewriter.
Oh, Jesus.
Because I was going around like, where can I save? What can I do? And you know what? The funny thing about it is it was right in front of me the whole time. It literally was like around the corner, and I walked by the place like at least 20 times, but just didn't look to my left. And because it was like 2:30, almost 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, okay, guys, somebody please look this up. If you know, like if there's any walkthroughs out already or something like that, let me know where a place to save. And they're like, John, go here. Okay. Yeah. I've been here so many times. Turn around, look in that corner there. Sure enough, there it was. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So that was like, part of my memories as well. But yeah, I Resident Evil Village, my favorite, and definitely Grime. I like Metroidvanias as well. And Young Souls is just so captivating and unique and awesome that those are basically like my top 3 games on Stadia.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
What about you, Plop?
Oh, okay. We're continuing this. Okay, well.
Yeah.
So my game of the year is obviously Pixel Junk Raiders, right? Like I've played over 200 hours of this game. No doubt in my mind. As soon as I saw it on the list, I just clicked it everywhere. Like everywhere I could see it, I just put it in. But that is my own opinion, right? This is what I like. But as a general public, I feel like the game of the year would be either Far Cry 6 or Resident Evil 8. And I can't decide between both because they were both like super high budget, like very good. So these would be like the top 3 for sure for this year for me.
Oh, right. Azwe, how about yourself?
I was going to say, yeah, Azwe.
Going down the list. So I gotta echo John. It's probably going to be Resident Evil Village. Like I've been juggling again 3 different titles. So it's Resident Evil Village, Life is Strange: True Colors, which just it just hit me so hard when I played it. And then the other one's kind of a toss up. I've got, because I'm working on Chorus still, because Chorus came out in December, and that's been hitting me really hard in the sense of I love the story. I was not expecting the story to be so good because you have other shoot 'em ups like Star Fox and it's the other one I was thinking of, Rogue Squadron, which they're great games. Don't get me wrong. I love Star Fox, love it. But the story resonating of somebody who was part of a cult and then getting out and trying to right the wrongs that she's done. And then the relationship she has with Forsaken, which is the ship, just also hit me really hard. So a lot of really games that have just sucked me in. And then Life is Strange: True Colors. I don't even want to say much about the story because if you haven't played it, you got to play it. And it's on sale right now. So go get it.
Definitely. So what about you, Vivi, then? What did you vote for?
I mean, special mention obviously has to go to Dark Side Detective because I've listened to that soundtrack more times than I'd care to. It was my 3rd highest played Spotify album. So that is ridiculous. Wow. But the actual winner goes to Little Nightmares 2 for me because do you know what? In fact, no, probably just the original Little Nightmares, but those games are... I'm not into horror games. So Resident Evil 7, I just noped out of. Resident Evil 8, no thanks. But Little Nightmares was terrifying, horrifying, and it was that, not the jump scary, but the whole
creepiness.
You got these creatures with the long arms and all that. It's like, oh my God, it was horrible, but I loved every minute of it. As much as it was like the worst, It was the best. And to be fair, I actually streamed that game, and people loved watching it because my reaction is wasn't too great. But that game was just... I'm not going to spoil the twists, but there's a couple of twists in each of the games, and they just blow your bloody mind.
I agree. Definitely.
Yeah, that's so awesome. I remember like playing Little Nightmares too, like actually running away from the things chasing you, and actually like my hands getting sweaty and my heart starting to pump. It was like, as if it was me. That's how engrossed I was in the game as well. But yeah, fantastic game. It's so hard really to pinpoint down one game.
I will say Little Nightmares 2 is in one of my if I had to pick a top 10, it's gonna be in the top 10. Like it was there when I played the first one. And it was good. I had some problems with it, but the second one, it's like they took all the feedback, improved upon it, and then they added all this other stuff. And then, like you said, the twists that are in Little Nightmares 2 are just so good. Great. That's a great pick, Vivi.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So, Josh, shall we jump on the news? You think? Do you think it's time to do the news? Like I have all the tabs open here, so I can work on that.
Sure. Let's actually, what we want to do here? I want to do a reminder. We're giving away 2 games this stream here. You may have seen it mentioned in the chat here. Cake Bash and Get Packed. So right now we're giving away Cake Bash. If you haven't already entered, type !raffle, hit enter, and that way you can throw your name in the hat to win Cake Bash. We're going to go ahead and give that away here soon, maybe in the next 10 or 15 minutes. I see there's not a whole lot of people entered in there, so there's a very good chance. PyCon Fusion, Daniel, The Extremist, Rebellica, Imran, RJ Plays, Mostly Martinez, PSX Guides and Reviews, and Lord Vivek. Those are the only people that are entered in to the Cake Bash giveaway. So if you would like to enter to have your chance to win it, !raffle, and we'll give that away here probably after the end of maybe about halfway through the news here. You can see on the sheet here. So let's see right before we talk about the deals. We'll go ahead and give that away. Sounds good?
So just as a quick extra incentive on that one, that is one of Grace's favorite games. So if you ever want to play a game with Grace, or you want to entice her into play a game with you, invite her to Cake Bash. And just so you know, I've never lost to Grace on Cake Bash. So
so that brings to light something else. I see the self-proclaimed champion of Cake Bash on Twitter, Gateau Royale. Undisputed, right? So I think I'm going to be putting together a community holiday stream next week. I think that is one of the games in rotation there. We'll throw in some Cake Bash. I'll talk with you to make sure that, at whatever time that I'm able to have it, that see if you're available, what works best for you as well. And maybe we can kind of settle this dispute between me, you, and NinjaGuy X, and see if we can really see if you are the Cake Bash champion. How does that
name
sound?
a time and place. Name a time and place.
There you go. Alrighty. So look forward to that, community, next week. That's right. Gateau Royale. What happened? Cake Bash.
I'm going to cake you down.
Oh, man.
Okay. Alrighty. Sorry. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, cool. So I was going to jump to the sales first. So do you want me to wait for doing that beforehand? Or?
No, you
okay, I'll do it first. Yeah. Okay. All right. So for the 12 days of Christmas, Stadia is having some pretty cool news, and they've been showcasing the deals in the last 2 days at least. I'm sure they've announced it even beforehand. But man, there's so many good stuff happening right now, guys. So if you haven't looked at the sales yet, I encourage you to do that. We got from Dead by Daylight DLCs. We got the cheapest game right now, Doom 64, which is like $2 Canadian. That's probably like 1 cent, UK. So, yeah. But yeah, good stuff. Let's just go quickly here. But we got, mid titles like the Assassin's Creed, Elder Scroll, Wolfenstein, Watch Dogs, the good Ubisoft games. And then when we go further, oh man, there's even more. Okay, but when we go further, we've got the more expensive title like Cyberpunk. We've got Octopath Traveler, which doesn't come on special very often. So if you guys plan on buying Octopath Traveler, don't miss your chance, because it doesn't happen too often that it goes on special. We've got Dragon Quest 11. Of course, I'm going to name the RPGs because I'm a big RPG fan. But Sekiro,
Cold Steel 3 is on there. Yeah.
Even Resident Evil Village at $40, which is
Canadian,
extremely cheap. Yeah, considering the when it came out, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. We got a better deal recently for that one. But if you missed out, this is still pretty decent. And it's the deluxe edition. And things like that. So, Vivi, did you buy anything during this sale this time around? Or do you plan on buying anything?
So the unfortunate thing is I own most games. I own too many. But I already have Octopath Traveler on the Switch, and I'm very, very tempted to rebuy it because honestly, it is. Oh my gosh!
Do it.
I really want them to bring Project Triangle Strategy.
Oh
yes.
That would be so awesome.
I want that on Stadia. # bring it to Stadia. That is one that needs to make its way over.
Yeah.
Octopath is one that I almost.
They're just waiting for you to buy it before they pull the switch to bring it over, right? Yeah. They said if Vivi buys Octopath Traveler and tweets that he buys it, then you can guarantee that the new RPG will be coming over to Stadia.
I'm going to force you, Vivi. I'm gonna go to your house.
Your pressure.
Put you in handcuffs and friggin',
Hey, don't threaten me with a good time.
You know what I mean?
Whoa.
I know exactly what you mean.
You better buy that game if that's the case.
I mean, I'm not buying it now. After that promise, Jesus, I'm getting a bit hot to the collar.
Oh my god!
What about you, Azwe?
you can see Vivi's avatar is blushing there.
Yeah.
I don't think I can follow that. Jesus. No, so I already bought something. I bought Phoenix Point, and talking with Daniel, NASA Dev, on the Discord, he is beckoning me to get Disco Elysium as well, which also looks
Oh yes.
Octopath is another one that's calling me. I have it on Switch. I have Sekiro also, and I want to get that just cause.
There you go. Yeah.
Even though
from
Sekiro
software,
I'll never
show the
beat
support.
It's so hard.
Oh, Disco Elysium, you definitely have to get that. It is so I remember when I played it, it was like, what the heck? Like, it's so strange at the beginning, but the story is so interesting. The gameplay, oh my god, you would definitely love that, Azwe, for sure.
And if you don't buy it, Azwe, I'll come to your house with my handcuffs, and you know what's gonna happen. So
I already bought it. I just bought it. I bought it. Done.
Okay, you bought it?
I bought it. I'll show proof at the end of the stream.
Too late.
Now, Ninja.
To be fair, that sounds like a great time.
I think what Vivi is waiting for is you to say that you'll dress up as Maurice and bring the handcuffs over. And speak French to him, okay?
Oh, crap.
J'adore la NinjaGuy X.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so awesome.
Disco Elysium, though, is the only game where you can be murdered by your own necktie. That's the only thing I want to say about it. You can be murdered by your own necktie, like just by saying the wrong thing when you're having a conversation with your own tie.
Yep,
you can be strangled to death by it. That's why you should get the game. Get everything else. That is amazing.
That's it.
Yeah.
What about you, John?
Oh boy! Well, I'm in the same conundrum as Vivi there, where a lot of the stuff I already own it. So there's some like the Dirt special edition there I don't have, but which is a really good deal. I don't know. I'm gonna go through and see through the list here and see, what I get. But definitely I'm going to be buying some of the ones like Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered I don't have.
Same.
So that would be fun. And it's inexpensive. It's like $13.19 Canadian. So you can't beat that price, right? Like I'm just looking through here. Darksiders 3, I was going to buy it, but I know it's on sale for 26, but it's going to be a pro game. So I'll just claim that. Early,
have you played Humankind yet, John?
Yes, actually I have. I have played Humankind. I need to play it more though. So
I've just noticed you put it up on the screen. It's
I put it on. I put it on just because it's one of the good deals out there. Disco Elysium and Humankind are very good deals. Right now, so.
Definitely. I highly recommend those. And there's
So I had purchased this and I didn't get around to it till recently. And I sat down, and then the next thing I knew, about 6-7 hours had gone by.
Wow.
I was playing this until 4 a.m. when I had to be up for work at 6:30 when it first came out.
Oh my god!
It's one of those games. Yeah. It's brutal.
Fletch.
Is Maurice going to pick up Just Dance 2022?
It will. Yes. So I'm just something weird happened. So
I mean, Maurice. Something weird's always going to happen.
Something weird happening with Maurice. So I work out pretty much every day. I go to gym, whatever. But what I decided to do, or Maurice, he decided to ditch the gym and do Just Dance and do 100% achieve it. Like just for fun.
Oh,
so that wasn't my plan for Just Dance 2020. And there's a trophy that glitched for some reason. So after I've done 2020, I've gained some weight. So. Now, before I buy the other Just Dance, I just want to go back to my usual, or to Maurice's usual sexy form, So before I go back to other games, so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to wait a little bit, get back into my form, and then get some more Maurice streams up there.
So Vivi's going to come down with handcuffs.
If you don't get 2022, I'm going down with handcuffs. And Azwe, and we are both going to cuff you.
That's right.
My gosh!
Now I'm in on this. Great.
Yeah. With a nightstick too, right? With a nightstick.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't have my baton anymore. No.
Oh no.
Okay.
I do still have my handcuffs. I shouldn't, but
Oh, there you go. See?
Yeah. So it's going to happen.
So on my end, I didn't buy it. Yeah, I need to look through a list actually and make a list of what I want. But I do want to buy Octopath Traveler because it was on my list. I want to buy Assassin's Creed Rogue because I want to finish Unity, and Rogue is my next one to play. But other than that, I need to look in this list because I'm probably going to go ahead and buy some cheap ones too for just because they're cheap, right? So just to
who I saw on Twitter, I saw Cult of Stadia #MediaGuy. He's been on a buying frenzy during the sale. Yeah, at least probably 10 or 12 games that he's bought because of the sale, which is fantastic because that's exactly what the sale's meant to do, is to sell you on these games, right? So it's awesome. Look at Darksiders Genesis, $14.
Yeah, I really recommend that one too.
Pretty much. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Definitely. Yeah. So great sales. Lots and lots of games to choose from.
Absolutely. So next up we have My Hero 1's Justice 2 has been rated by Stadia on Peggy rating. Now it doesn't mean that it's going to come on Stadia or doesn't mean that it's going to come anytime soon.
Totally does.
But because Vivi is there, that's why I wanted to clear it out. But officially. But we might be getting it pretty soon, which is kind of cool. It's exciting. It's a battle arena type of game, so it's kind of like Mortal Kombat, but more 3D. Like so you can move everywhere, do some special attacks. And if you're into My Hero 1's Justice, it's a good game to get into. I've looked at trailers for fun, and it seems pretty high quality. And they have some cool blurry effect in there and everything. So it's going to be one to watch out for sure.
So what type of game is that? I mean,
you know what? Let me put a video.
Let's see the video. Yeah. That's another Bandai Namco game, so that's great to see.
Yeah, so it is like a fighting game. It's like Naruto. Have you ever played Naruto? Shippuden, Yeah,
Shabba-dun.
Shippuden?
Yeah,
Shitty.
with soundtracking this.
Yeah.
Ultimate Ninja Storm. There you go. I got it. I couldn't remember.
Ah.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, sound effects in this game would be pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot style. You just have to scream for like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. This
Yeah.
looks like the Demon Slayer game, and even I think one of the Dragon Ball Z games.
Or even like Power Stone, like
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they brought it back. Yeah.
Very much a beat 'em up style game.
Exactly. Well, no, because it's only 1v1, so it's
Yeah.
only like one player
right.
versus one player. Yeah, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
I'm
Looks
terrible at those
interesting.
games.
I challenge you.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, so Cake Bash has been postponed, and we've decided to get the champ for My Hero Injustice instead.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah. So let's do this, Ninja. Let's we're gonna segue into, before you continue, we're
Okay.
gonna pull the winner for Cake Bash here. So if you haven't already, get your entry in. I see Dre just got his entry in for Cake Bash !raffle. We're gonna be giving that away here. And once we give that game away, then we'll be giving another. So let's take a look here. I see Dave got his entry in. And as a reminder, you must be present to claim your prize. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and
Good luck, everyone.
close the giveaway here. Oh, yeah, there it is. Closing the giveaway. And on the bot. So good luck to everybody. Fingers crossed, toes crossed. Can we get a drum roll, please?
Yeah.
And the winner of Cake Bash is RJ Plays. So RJ Plays,
Woo!
if you're in the chat here, you just need to speak up to claim your prize. So to keep things moving, we give about 30 seconds for you to claim your prize here. So RJ Plays, you've won Cake Bash, but in order to claim it, you have to speak up in the chat. You've got about 15 to 20 more seconds to claim your prize. And if you're not here, then we'll go ahead and pick somebody else from the pool. So RJ
If you don't
Plays,
respond, you get muffin.
yeah, you get nothing. It was 10 more
Nothing.
seconds left. No. Oh my gosh. Well, it looks like we're going to have to pick somebody else here. All righty. Well, oh, RJ got in there at the last second.
Last second.
I have never
You like to see
ever
it.
see literally like half of a second left. RJ, congratulations. Send me a message on Twitter, email, on Discord. If you type in !contact into the chat, you will get your ways that you can contact me. So congratulations, RJ Plays. Yeah, she
Awesome.
just got in. Awesome. So pouring a drink too. There you go.
Well, look
Perfect.
at that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Perfect. All righty. So I'll let Ninja, if you want to continue on with the news, and I'll get the next giveaway going here.
Sounds good. So Original Penguin here, one of Vivi's good friend, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So he pointed out something very interesting that Art has mentioned. So let me click here. So here, there's a new DLC coming out for Art called Lost Island. And there's been something with Stadia here. It says, due to the size of the Lost Island patch and a backend bug on Stadia related to patch size limit, the Lost Island update will not be included with the Winter Wonderland content tomorrow. We're working with Stadia to resolve the issue. Stay tuned to our official account for updates. So it seems that because the update is so big, they can't put it on Stadia. So we're going to see if maybe Stadia can do something about it or not. But they said that it's a bug. So maybe it's just something that happened while they tried to update this big patch. But it's interesting. I think that John has another point of view on that. So I'll let John maybe talk a little bit about it. Yeah.
So basically, it's a 50 gig a 50 gig patch. And apparently, according to the ARC devs there's a limit on the size of patches so on Stadia. So that being the 50 gig, obviously going over it. So they're working, from what we gather they're working with Google on just adjusting whatever the bug or error that they encountered to be able to get the content onto Stadia. But what I did, some people are like, oh well, the doomsdayers were said, this is another reason Stadia, blah blah blah, this and that. And this isn't the first platform that's had limitations on patches. Xbox had it before. There's stuff, and although it was 8 or 9 years ago, sure, because that's in Xbox still becoming new in the online and things like that. So I mean, really, it's just an oversight, I would say, at this point. I think eventually we are going to see the content come to ARC, but this is good. So it's just going to basically pave the way for future updates for games to come on the platform there, where they won't encounter this bug. It could just be the certification process is going to be different, because if you think about it, a patch for a game and things like that, 50 gigs is a lot. So,
for a patch. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen often, and ARC is like it is a big game in general. So at least they got the game in, which is kind of nice. I see Gracie there. She says working on it. So I don't know if she's joking or if it's actually happening. But yeah, so we might still see it, just maybe a little later. So they're not telling us that it's coming. It's not coming out. Like they seem to be working on that.
Yeah, exactly. So like you said, you see it here in the chat. Gracie says working on it. Google knows, they're watching. They're just like you and I. We don't need the armchair marketers or those that think that they know how to run the company better than others. Things will happen. It is what it is, and eventually, it'll come. So it's good to see.
Yeah,
I mean, teething problems happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
This one I think that Gracie's going to be interested about. So we found this post about a job posting. It's a software development manager for Stadia porting. Like as usual, you read it and you're like, okay, so a new job, But then when you read certain parts, you're like, oh, what? And now I'm not sure where that part is.
If you go past
second paragraph about the job.
Is it the responsibilities or
it's
the second
about the job?
Okay. So let me read that then. Yeah. So the Stadia porting team seeks to drastically reduce or even eliminate the work required for partners to bring their existing AAA games to Google's cloud-based platform for graphics-rich, real-time interactive applications. Oh my gosh. Working cross-functionally. Wait, I'm having a hard time to read it. Okay. Working cross-functionally with a distributed set of engineering and product leads focus on the developer experience. The team is contributing to the future of game development as studios reevaluate how their teams collaborate in modern working environments. So guys, what does this mean? It means that so the developers will have even less work to do to port their games on Stadia. So Google Stadia is looking to maybe remove the porting process to some of the games. Here it's mentioning AAA games, so maybe it's mostly for bigger games that are harder to port. But it is interesting to see, and maybe we'll see that in the long run, where they won't need to hire anybody on the site to port it.
Yeah, just like basically streamlining the process, like we heard back in July at the Google Games Summit. I know that's probably not. Yeah, Google for Game Summit. They're streamlining the process, redefining the tools to make it easier to bring and develop games to Stadia. So this is, again, here's another, although Google has said it 1,000 times, and I don't know, people just seem, it goes in one ear and out the other. Here's just another proof in the pudding that, here's a job specifically that mentions it here, of making it easier to bring, and they say, the AAA games over to Stadia. So again, Stadia's or Google's listening. They know, it's in the works. It's going to take some time. And of course, you're highlighting it here. It's another job at the Waterloo, Ontario office here, about an hour outside of Toronto here to the west, maybe an hour, hour and a half, not too far from here. So it's awesome.
Not far, eh?
Nope.
Yeah. Eh?
Just a hockey stick and a puck away.
Yep. Exactly.
Did you did you guys follow the dev blogs? Because I mean, job postings, dev blogs. It's obvious that they're putting more resource into the developer tools and making it easy to bring games over. I mean, the DirectX to Vulkan libraries that they've been putting out. That's going to make it so much easier. I just think it's a really great move, and people just keep saying, "Oh, they're not putting money into it." Where you can, if you follow the dev blogs, you follow the job listings, everything. It's just it's obvious.
Exactly. There's a ton of Google puts out a ton of information on it, but it just seems like no matter as much as they can say it and reinforce it, like I said, in one ear out the other, it's next is like, oh well, we know when SG&E was closing. Wow, by the end of the year, Stadia will be gone. Well, guess what? Guess what, buddy? It's the end of the year and they're not going anywhere. It's been reinforced hundreds of times. Even Gracie has said it in the chat there. Stadia isn't going anywhere. And
exactly,
there's just people that like to cause drama and stir the pot. So
oh, sorry, go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that in February we got the SCNG closure, and then there wasn't like a lot of stuff happening with Stadia, so it was like what is happening. But since like September, they've been like improving the tech, like they've been hiring people everywhere. Like it's just crazy. Like now my mind right now is just there's no way that they're like closing or they're slowly going down, because they keep growing, they keep going with new tech and stuff. So
and I think again, really, like in July at the summit there, like they really hit home and reinforced new ways for also streamlining the tools, streamlining the cert process, new revenue avenues, dropping the cut that Google takes on the revenue for games, the starting in 2022 Stadia Pro incentive for developers to get people to sign up for Stadia Pro. And like you just keep seeing all these things here that will point to that, they're pouring money into it. So why are they just going to all of a sudden turn away and just close shop? But there's always going to be those type of people.
And like everything there costs money, right? So it's not like they're not putting any effort either. Like it's just they're still putting a lot of money in it.
Yeah. Yep.
So speaking of Stadia not dying, here's some news from 9 to 5 Google.
I love the segue.
Yeah, I was trying to like bring it to the other subject. Yeah. So from 9 to 5 Google, they're saying that Stadia Makers program is still ongoing with multiple games in development. So if you click here, 9 to 5 Google have an article, and looks like they confirmed to them from something here, from a statement to 9 to 5 Google. They confirmed that the Stadia Makers program is still active and that there are multiple games in development with program partners. So I'm kind of looking forward to see what else we're going to get that's been funded or partially funded by Google Stadia. So this is a good sign. It's telling us that we're going to get more games next year and the years to go.
Yeah,
I want to see those games.
So, and again, there was some talk about indies and how indies aren't important, as Google should take the indies as being important. Well, again, back in July, they've made that clear how important indies are. Stadia Makers, they're refining the process for Stadia Makers as well, the incentives for developers, and they just had a game jam as well. Like last year that was funded by Stadia Makers program. So it's not going anywhere. And I think Death Alive in Discord earlier today made a statement that was pretty spot on. It's like, why do we care if in Stadia Makers that they're giving the developers the money up front, or they've incentive another ways? Like, it doesn't matter to, why would it matter to us? Obviously it's going to matter. What the biggest thing that's going to matter is going to be between Google and the developer itself. We already know Google is committed to indies, and you can see that indies is a vital part of the Stadia library, along with AA, AAA, games like that as well. But, the inner workings and the details to us, it's not going to make or break anything. So some people get so hung up on, oh, well, they're not giving them money up front anymore. The program's dead. It's gone. No, it's not. Here's reaffirm. If you even do a search Stadia Makers, the application, stadia.dev, it's still there. There's still information on it. This is confirmation from Google themselves as well. And Gracie in the chat there. You know what I mean? It's just sometimes, again, people like to stir the pot, cause a commotion, and for no good reason whatsoever.
I'm seeing less and less people dissing Stadia. I'm there's still people. Don't get me wrong, but I see the population lowering down. Which is
it's
nice.
starting. Yeah, it's starting to be more widely accepted, and that's what I always said from the beginning. Is Google's a new kid on the block in the gaming realm, supposedly cloud gaming too, right? So it's just going to take time for people to accept it. Really, these last couple of months with the sales and the Chromecast Ultras being on sale, things like that. You also see on Twitter, sites that, and we'll talk about one later here, that promote games and sales, like Wario64 on Twitter. He's advertising, Stadia sales, the hardware and things like that. And like you said, you still do get the people in there that say, oh, well, I thought Stadia was closing down. Wasn't there an article that said it was closing down? What, Stadia, you and all 6 players? Well, that's starting to get less and less. It's always going to be there. And it's in other communities as well, where they bicker and fight and say it sucks and it's garbage and all this other stuff. But slowly but surely, like many people have mentioned, it's going to be a slow burn over the next couple of years. You'll see things start really to take off. But yeah, it is nice to see that there's less of the pessimism and more optimism. Not only in just seeing it there, but also if you look at the numbers as well.
Exactly.
Just to add, I did the count. So currently there are 8 titles in development for the Stadia Makers. And just going back to your point on indies, John, when you look at what happened going historically to the Nintendo Wii U, Nintendo has first-party exclusives, and the Wii U was a spectacular failure. They didn't have any games other than their first parties. But when they came to the Switch, that was the concern, is, all they're going to have is Zelda. All they're going to have is Mario. So what did they do? They went out and they got indie after indie after indie, and that thing is an indie machine. And the games that are on there are fantastic, beautiful indies on there. But the difference between Stadia, and people are like, well, Stadia doesn't have any first party. Yeah, but Stadia is more powerful than the Switch, can get better titles than the Switch, better titles as in more powerful titles. And if you fill it with indies, you build out that library, and you can find way more innovative stuff than the AAA stuff. The AAA stuff is fun, but it's not as innovative.
I had a thought today, and I was like, what if Stadia merged with Google Play, and we get all of the Google Play titles inside the Stadia store? I'm thinking, people would be so mad about all of these small titles being in the store, and I just giggle alone. I was like it would be so good, just all of these titles. We'd have Grand Theft Auto Vice City, from the mobile and stuff. We'd have a bunch of games, but I was thinking that would be such a big surge of games that people would still find a way to be mad about it,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they would for sure. And just like as we mentioned there, so that we know of, there are 9 games for the Stadia makers. I'm sure that there's unannounced stuff as well. So it's a continuing process. And some great titles have come out and are coming from that Stadia makers. Kaze, one of them, right? It was that we got from there.
yes, yeah.
Death Carnival is a Stadia makers game, and that's coming. Fantastic, awesome game. Looking forward to that in 2022.
Yeah,
So
the Stadia Makers title I'm looking forward to is She Dreams Elsewhere, which is
Right.
just really unique. One of Vivi's favorite games this year, Dark Side Detective: Fumble in the Dark, is a Stadia Makers title.
Nice.
Sky Climbers, which was the big thing on Reddit where everybody just rallied behind it on Kickstarter, and then on top of that became a Stadia Makers title.
Same here. Yep.
And then so there's stuff's coming.
Yep, definitely for sure. So now we are going to move over here to some community news. And let's make sure that I get everything situated here. And for those, the raffle is open for Get Packed! !raffle. So get your names in there and we'll give that game away at the end of the stream. And you do have to be here to claim your prize. RJ, she was here just at the very last split second RJ plays, but she won. I've already saw she sent me a message on Twitter, so I'll get that game to you later. RJ plays, and congratulations. So here we go. We're gonna mosey on over here. All righty. So our first bit of news here comes courtesy of our friend here, NinjaGuy X, aka Plop, right?
Plop.
Yeah. Oops. Naughty boy, what did I do?
What have you done?
Okay, here we go. So there was some news here. 9 to 5, as you know, that came out earlier this month. Free to play game. Both myself, Ninja, David Robinson, we partook in a tournament they had last weekend. Had a lot of fun here, and I think we talk about that in a little bit. But this particular thing is we're 9 to 5 tweeted out that we're welcoming new recruits to our content creator program. And NinjaGuy here pointed out for people to let us know there's some Stadia people from the Stadia community that have been recruited to a content creator for 9 to 5. Shout out to Meg. She is now one of the content creators in the program there for 9 to 5. And we also have
Soapgod
X.
Yes.
Ready Set Stadia.
Yeah, Ready Set Stadia. That's what I was looking for. So congratulations to them. And I know that there's several other people. I think Ninja yourself, you said that you applied for it, but just a little bit too late. So maybe on the next round.
Yeah, maybe.
That's spot that's missing right there. That new recruit.
Yeah, right. You see that spot?
Yeah,
just like one spot.
That's gonna be him.
They're waiting for me. Yeah,
him next time.
That spot right there.
Yeah. So the content creator program is pretty cool. You get some accessories in the game that that nobody else have access to. You get a new tag on Discord. You get access to a channel, I think, on there too. And nice. I think and other perks, but these are like the main perks, and it's kind of nice to be, for these guys to be like mentioned, like to be known to them, because I know like half of these people, and they're like very friendly people, and it's very nice to play with these guys. So it's cool that they're being showed like that. Yeah.
Yep. Awesome. So again, shout out to Meg and Ready Set Stadia. New recruits to the content creator program for 9 to 5. Okay, so we're going to move over. Our good friends at Handy Games. So we're back here. Scarf.
Good news.
Right? No, this is good news. So Scarf, we're all big advocates of Scarf coming over to Stadia. Scarf. We saw the initial announcement earlier this month, and they had down here at the bottom, they had Steam and they had Stadia. We went into the developer stream that they're having, showcasing the game. Yeah, we can't wait. It's all going to be awesome. It's going to play it on Stadia. And they're like, what? Of course, that was quickly retracted. Sorry, Scarf is not coming to Stadia on December 23rd. So that actually released today on Steam. So I was contacted by the developer gave me a Steam code so I can play and stream that. So sure enough, played that this past Monday. Had a total blast. Scarf is such a beautiful game. Everyone in the chat and comments was like, "Oh, we want this to come to Stadia." So what was pretty awesome here to see, Granite tweeted it out here. It says, so Handy Game says their game with a Stadia red scarf is not, wink, coming to Stadia. Looking forward to a change, of course. Nice. So that was awesome here. Handy Games responds, oh, it's up to Google Stadia, I guess.
Did they wink? Is that a wink from them?
It's a winky face.
That's a wink.
It is
It's two winks, right? Actually. It's two winks.
Yeah, it is. So
one wink, you know, that's a bit flirtatious. 2 winks, you're in.
Yeah, 2 winks. And there's some other games, you know, people saying, "Oh, we like to see this as well." So, and Handy Games said, "Well, we have quite some very cool games coming. The list is long, and be sure our colleagues are in contact with our friends at Stadia." Look, there's Azwe here. Glad to hear more coming. More. There we go, Mr. 1030.
Yeah. Handy Games seems to be supporting Stadia a lot, just like Outright Games, right? They seem to be pretty active nowadays with that. So
yeah,
kind of nice.
Yep. And there was also a mention here, so I'm going to see if I can find it. There was a question about, well, why can't you just release it? You know, and they explained that no, you can't just release, like on PC, you can't just release any game that you want. There's a process, approval, and all that good stuff. And then there was let me see. They mentioned something about Handy Games. There's a tweet in here. I don't have it particular, but this is funny that they did this to Star Trek. Is basically they said they acknowledged that they heard from the Stadia community that we want Scarf. Mm-hmm. So they know, and I'm sure Google is listening in so many ways, more than one. Mm-hmm. So I'm confident that at some point Scarf is coming to Stadia. It's a fantastic game. Streamed again, was originally going to do an hour, but ended up doing close to, I think, almost 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours. Fantastic game, 3D action platformer. So many different, like a little bit of Mario in there as well. Breath of the Wild. It was interesting to see. If you want, you can check out stream on my channel, Four Scars Gaming. Have it up there. It's great to see an awesome sneak peek, and I can't wait for this to come to Stadia.
Yeah. And speaking of Granite, T-Rock, he actually bought the game, I think, today, and it was a very good price. I think he used like the Epic coupon or GeForce coupon or something like that, and he got it for like $9 Canadian. Which is an excellent price for a new game like this, for a beautiful game like this.
Yeah, definitely. So it's very well priced. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, we're going to mention this here. So myself and NinjaGuy X, we're doing a giveaway here for a brand new Bumblebee 2 professional cardioid USB condenser microphone. Unfortunately, friends, this is only going to be for Canada and the US because to pay to ship this overseas would be redonkulous.
You're too far away, baby.
Oh, well.
I mean, no, I'm Canadian.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
So check it out. Head on over to Four Scars Gaming. I'll put the link to the tweet in the chat here. Let me just find it. And there you go. So you can go ahead and enter, and we will randomly draw a winner next Thursday. So right before, actually, we'll announce the winner on Stadium Connect North next Thursday. So that's great. Yeah, we'll randomly pull a winner there, and good luck to everybody.
Awesome. Good luck, guys.
Yep. So Jem, we talked about our good friend Jem. I think he was in the chat earlier. Captures of Stadia Part 2 is out now. And he's put together a list here. There's one of the ones that I submitted from Outcasters, and it's just fun to see just different short 30-second clips from games from people around the community. Let me see here.
I watched that one. You did not deserve to win that game, by the way. Just saying. I watched that clip of you. You did not deserve that win. It was like you just lucked that.
Oh yeah. We'll see in Cake Bash next week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we go. Some more. It's just fun to see these different clips from people around the community. Here we go. Do we remember this Big Boy from the Stadia Discord?
Oh, Big Boy. Yeah.
Right?
Flashbacks.
Yeah. Remember that?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
We got schooled by a 5 and 7-year-old. So that was awesome. Yeah, we definitely can't forget that.
Yeah.
Here's some more Super Bomberman as well. Yeah. Let's see here. I think this is So anyway, so Jem's put together. Basically, you'll see Jem will tweet out and you'll say, okay, well, I'm accepting submissions for captures of Stadia. And there's a Rainbow Six Siege one here that I had. With a guy around the corner here. And so just keep an watch on Jem's Twitter there, and you can submit your clips and things like that. And it's really awesome. Just another fun thing that people in the community are doing. So shout out to Jem for putting that together.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a rad series, definitely worthwhile.
Yeah, definitely. And again, our good friend, Original Penguin Adam. Now, I want to mention something here, and I don't know if there's going to be any comment from Vivi or not, but I've noticed this. If you look, Original Penguin, look at this. He's changed his avatar on Twitter, and if we look up, let's see. Let me see these little cheeky people here. Well, look at this. What?
Okay.
He stole my profile picture.
Yeah, what the heck? So somebody's copying somebody here.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but that's just something I've noticed here. So keep a watch on for that. I'm not sure what's happening here, but these two individuals here are up to something. So regardless,
Adam and I never know.
Yes,
I barely know him.
So Adam here, he's put out, that he does an amazing job with the pixel counts and resolution and, there's all the information that people are asking for on games, and has an awesome database here. So you should just, rate it. Take a look at Olympic Games Tokyo 2020. It gives you the information here, 1080p, 60 frames a second. It's got a 4K mode, HDR 5.1, and all that good stuff. So a big shout out to Adam here, because he puts a lot of time and effort into this database, and a big congratulations and thank you to him.
I mean, to be fair, Adam is a baller because he doesn't even care too much about the resolutions himself. He only continues to do it because everybody else loves them. You've got to give him credit for that. What a baller.
For sure. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's so awesome. So again, thank you so much, Adam, for all your hard work. Okay, and so here's what I kind of preluded to earlier. Maybe I should have had this first. NinjaGuy X and I, as long with David Robinson here, Star Fox Gaming, we partook in the 9 to 5 Make a Killing tournament last Saturday and Sunday. We had to play 6 games on each day, and let me tell you, there's some tough competition there. We basically got schooled on Saturday. I don't think we even won a round. We might have got a kill or two, if that. I know maybe we hit a couple of people at least. I'm confident in saying that. But Sunday, we started out good. We ended up finishing here. Let's take a look. So this is us here. We finished 11th. We got 2 rounds, won 12 points. So it was a very, very hard but fun tournament here. We learned a lot. We improved. Great communication between the 3 of us here, strategies and whatnot. Sometimes we just went, off the chain and just, went with the flow. That worked as well. But a lot of great PC and also Stadia players as well. And we almost got another round in there, I think. One time I can remember that we were so close to getting that to getting that win, but it was super fun. And
Exactly.
congratulations
And
to On Top.
I did I think I did improve since the tournament, so I think next tournament will be I think we'll be doing better.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know if
Yeah.
if Gracie said this because of the points that we did, but she said by mistake. So she says that we I don't know if it's because that I think she's saying that we got some points by mistake. So
I think that's a fair judgment. It must be because you didn't accept me in your team. I'm just saying.
Yeah. We're pro players. What is she talking about?
we were doing the stream sniping, right? We had a team of people watching the other streams.
Yeah. Man, if it wasn't for that, man, we could do this all day. Come on.
Yeah. So Ninja here, I didn't remember this, but good thing you have this in your tweet. We managed to beat Team 6 Coins twice, which was pretty exciting. It was. They were PC players, and good game to the only other Stadia team, which was Team Fatal 5. So it was fun, Mr. 1030.
So how did you fare against Team Fatal 5? Did you beat them or not?
Oh, the thing is that
play them.
Yeah, so we get into public matchmaking and we play against whoever's on, right? And the thing is that we pretty much only played with players in the tournament because they were all active during that time. So we played. I think the team that we played the most with was Vodka Team, and oh my gosh, they were so good. Oh, it was crazy.
Yeah. But we did good. I was very impressed with how much we improved from Saturday to Sunday. It was like night and day. So we were just getting our groove on there, and super fun time. And thanks for inviting me to that to your team.
Anytime. And as maybe next time you can join if you're available.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see if I can get my confidence up. I got to practice a bit more.
Yeah.
Nope.
And Vivi, anyway, what's next in the news?
Brutal. So here we go. So this one we got wind of from our good friend Fletch. PSX reviews here. Google Stadia deals and offers on Hot
UK deals.
Oh, there we go. Hear me.
If you're a Brit, you know this website.
Okay.
I thought you were Canadian, Vivi.
Oh yeah. But I was just saying, speaking for the Brits.
Oh, okay.
So maybe Vivi can maybe speak to this a little bit more as to the importance of this. I mean,
to be fair, so I used to be in retail, and getting a deal to be hot on Hot UK Deals is a big deal. Honestly, because it is the most visited website with all the outstanding offers. People literally share links to it all the time. And Stadia managed to get the hottest ever deal with the Stadia Premier Bundle. So literally in the history of Hot UK Deals, the Stadia Premier Bundle was the highest voted one, the one with the most hotness.
Is this what you're talking about here?
That's the hotness there, and that is literally the highest ever on the site. If you go to rank it by hotness, that one was crazy. So I was shocked to see how many votes it got, and how many people were talking about it, because I actually found out it was there from one of my friends who's a non-Stadian. They don't play Stadia. They're not part of the community or anything.
Wow.
They were like, "Oh my god, look at this deal!" I was like, bloody hell.
Yeah. Oh my god.
If I was British, I'd be shocked.
I think the bloody hell kind of just gave you away. It was a nice try.
Wait, you don't say that?
Darn it.
I say that all the time.
Let my cover down.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, look at this. This is
like
fantastic to see, and this is just the tip of the iceberg here. But wow, that was ridiculous. Like, look at this one, 2,632.
Amazing.
Wow, lots of great enthusiasm
exposure.
And support. So again, exposure. So like you were mentioning, Ninja Guy, it seems like there's a lot, there's more people jumping on, trying out Stadia, seeing that the technology works and getting excited about it. So in turn, that just means more games, be coming to the platform as the user base grows. It makes it more enticing for developers to bring their games over, amongst all the many other things that Google's doing for that to help that. So this is great. This is awesome. Yeah, hot UK deals. I wasn't aware of it, but thanks to our UK friends, now we are.
Yeah. After the community news, I'll have a question to Vivi about the growing community. I'm just seeing it now, just so I can remind myself. But yeah, I'll have a question for Vivi. Yeah.
Okay, that's ominous.
So
I have a question for you, but I can't ask it now. Later.
It involves handcuffs.
You guys definitely need to get
Oh no, not the handcuffs.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hey, shout out. We've got our friend here, Herbert from Furion Games Death Carnival is in the chat as well. We've got all the superstars are here today. This is so awesome. Shout out to Herbert. Thank you so much. Yeah. So let's take a peek here. We're going to go. So now Anthony, who was on earlier, the cowboy, Mr. Opportunity, he has tweeted out here. So next week is the Stadia Bash Community first birthday bash. So you can join in on the celebration. Just do your regular stream, and you can give a shout out to SBC in there, and he's got a playlist that he's going to put together. So, that's more great exposures for the community here. So hit up Anthony here. And now is what he is on Twitter here. Let me see if we click on this, if we have anything lined up. Oh, it doesn't look for it yet. So first birthday bash. I don't know what it says here. Feed Ice B of Death Card. Oh, so maybe Herbert. Yeah, he's going to be talking with Herbert here.
Yeah,
special guest. Here we go. Yeah, Herbert came right in on the great timing here.
Good timing. It's almost like we had this planned.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely did.
So I also want to mention too is that I've seen an uptake in the enthusiasm, the interest. Let's take this back here, and also keenness from the Stadia community on Death Carnival. Here, I see a lot of interaction with Twitter and on Discord and in Reddit as well. So it's great to see people are genuinely excited for Death Carnival. So I totally can't wait, for that to come out here. Awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I told Anthony, so he's going to have Herbert on his channel, and I told him to challenge him, give him the hardest question you can ever do, because that's what we tried on your interview, and he's just said yes to everything, which I'm still pretty amazed about.
So here we go. Metal Wolf here. Death Carnival tickles my Smash TV nostalgia bone. And that's, Herbert will tell you, he'll straight up here that was, a game that the team has played. They take all these inspirations from different games that they've played over the years, and of course their own original ideas, and put it all together in a game that is something that they would like to see made and played. And, Herbert is just like many other developers. They've poured their heart and soul into this game, and they continually make changes to it. And every time I see a build of the game, it's better than before. So really, really excited for that to drop sometime in 2022. So make sure you head over deathcarnival.com. Yep. And
still a beta
check it out.
For it?
Yeah, you can join the mailing list there. Let me see here. Deathcarnival.com. Yeah, just head on over to deathcarnival.com, and you'll see sign up for exclusives, and part of it open beta, contests, exclusive art, and there's also links to the top there: Discord, Twitter, Facebook, press kit. It's great. It is.
Are they going to have your face as a sticker you can put on the car? I'd love that. Just like a John face.
No, but I might get a Death Carnival tattoo.
Oh, look at that.
Hey, if you get the Death Carnival tattoo, I definitely think they should put you in, your face or something on one of the cars or something like that. Just so you can drive around and just have John's face right there.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, I was just joking on that. But definitely. It's great. And Herbert's awesome. The whole team is. So really excited for that. Oh, here we go. Oh, Vivi. Someone's going to get Metal Wolf here is going to get a tattoo.
Metal Wolf's not going to get a tattoo. If Metal Wolf gets a tattoo of me, I'll eat my hat.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I
Oh,
think we're
okay.
getting some juicy news here from Herbert. I
Oh,
think
let's
again.
see. This is
Yeah.
super exclusive. We've just decided to add an additional game mode that's basically team freeze tag.
Oh my god, that sounds
Holy
awesome.
I mean, that's what I said.
That sounds
Every
rad.
time I talk with Herbert here, he's always has some awesome new news about the game. And I tell him, I'm like, every time I talk to you, like the game gets better and better and better. It's like, holy crap. So fantastic.
To be honest, that's pretty cool. Like, I've never played a game with like a freeze tag mode in it. Like, you played it all as when you were a kid.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah, nostalgia.
Yeah, awesome.
Awesome.
For sure. Yep, cool. So I think...
Can you add a what's the time, Mr. Wolf mode?
Oh, yeah, that would be... Yep, it's 12 o'clock.
They call it the red light, green light. You could do a promotion with Squid Game.
There you go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. So I guess now what we'll do is, since we finished the community news, is I think Ninja, you had a couple of questions for Vivi or something?
Yeah, it's a question for Vivi, and I think it can open up the community, the chat at the same time, so people can talk about it. We'll look at the chat if you guys want to, bring your decision on it. I thought it was a good subject. So Vivi, since it's been, we've been seeing a lot of growth because of the controller special and things like that. I'm just wondering, like, I don't keep track of Reddit, so I'm just wondering, like, how Reddit has been lately, like compared to before, and is it still growing pretty much? I just like to have like a small, like, resume of what's happening with Reddit, just because I'm not too familiar, and I'm very curious.
So Reddit's a fickle beast, shall we say? It has peaks and troughs, and to be honest, when the deal was coming out, that was a big peak for Reddit. The numbers are steadily growing. I'm not going to go into too much detail on that. I don't know how much I'm allowed to spill the beans, but I do get all the numbers. And being an analyst myself, I do peek at them quite regularly. But yeah, we've seen pretty good growth in the community. We've seen a lot of positivity, especially recently. I think in the last few months, I think there was a rules change that we put in. So we put an anti-trolling rule, which I think had a huge positive impact, and we've seen a lot of positivity there. The 12 days, not done so well. I think for existing users, it hasn't been so great for them. But I think it's not designed for. I think it's more designed for the new users. So we did see a little bit of backlash on that one. But other than that, we've seen quite a bit of positivity with the new games being released, people talking about new features. And you know what? One of the things that it didn't exactly surprise me, so I'll take back what I'm about to say a little bit. But we got so much positivity on Grace's leaving message. There wasn't any, the sentiment wasn't around, somebody else leaving Stadia, someone else, is, fleeing the sinking ship and all that. No, we got loads of people just saying, you've been doing a great job. We're going to miss you. Congratulations. Because it is a huge promotion for Grace. And just the Reddit community really got behind that. When you really boil it down, there are a few bad eggs within the Reddit community. But by and large, it's a fantastic group of really wholesome people. And if you dig into it, and you look, because I read every post. I don't go into the detail and read every comment, but every post I look at because, I follow the new feed. And the people on Reddit, they get a bad rap because they're a really good group of people for the most part. And, that's one of the reasons that I volunteered to be a mod, and I applied for it because I think there are great people there. And, you do see it in a lot of the comments, a lot of the, the reactions and the posts. It's just people really excited about the platform.
That's awesome to hear. Yeah. It's fantastic. Wow. So maybe Vivi, maybe we can go back just a little bit, just in case people don't know like who you are, right? Like maybe tell us a little bit about yourself. We know that you do moderation for Reddit. What other things, like, like say if someone's just tuning in now and they're like, well, who is this Vivi? Like, maybe kind of just tell us a little bit about yourself, what you're comfortable sharing, maybe some of the games you enjoy and things like that, just a little 411 on Vivi here.
Cool. I am Vivi. I am
Vivi.
a black mage. Yeah, Vivi.
Okay.
Yeah, not Vivi.
So I've been saying
Vivi.
it wrong. Vivi.
Yeah,
okay,
a little bit. It's fine.
Shame on me.
For shame.
Yeah.
I am a black mage with nice big yellow hat, and I like to use a controller. My mouth is a Canadian mouth. Most people probably know me as a mod on Reddit. And I agree to be a mod, and I delete people's content reported by other people as spam without looking at it, apparently, according to Dr. Sense. But no, I do volunteer as a mod on the Reddit. I'm also an admin on the official Discord. So I try to, keep that a bit under control. I try to run some fun events. So if you're not part of the official Discord, make sure to get involved. And in the welcome channel, hit the little button so you can get notified about server events where we have play days, and we're going to try to organize some really cool, fun stuff for the new year. Awesome. I'm also a streamer. So I stream non-Stadia and Stadia content, just depending on what I fancy playing. Mm-hmm. I do love Nier Automata. That's one of my favorite games of all time. So good and beautiful music.
I just jumping in for this. Did you see Yoko Taro's message with for that holiday?
The hat? The head, yeah.
They were talking about how he's not going to make another Nier game unless he gets a buttload of money.
Yes, I've seen that one.
So good. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yoko Taro is great, though. I think he's one of the best, because he is batshit crazy.
Yeah, he's insane.
Play Voice of Cards?
No, I haven't.
No, you haven't played Voice of Cards? Is the other game he did? I'm out.
He did that. Wow.
I'm stealing the spotlight. Go, Vivi, tell more.
Voice of Cards. 1 second. I'm going to have to Google that. I'll Google that in a second. We'll talk later. Hollow Knight is my jam. Bloody love that game. Little Nightmares, obviously, as you can tell. I used to be a Dota addict. I am a recovered Dota addict. I've been clean for a good few months.
Oh my
spent
god!
More than I care to admit in that game. So yeah, generally an all-round gamer. I love loads of different types of games. I like chatting. I like going for walks on a warm summer's day.
Handcuffs.
You like handcuffs? Yeah,
handcuffs. Oh yeah, definitely. Only when it's from Plop.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And in my everyday life, I am in data and analytics. So I do have a heavy data background. So yeah,
I'm like, what? You're an athletic? I was like, okay.
Athletic, yeah. I'm a sports major. No, no, completely the opposite. I'm a numbers dude. Massive nerd who looks at numbers and helps make decisions. So yeah, that's me. In a nutshell.
Awesome. Great. That is great to learn a little bit about yourself, and you do a lot of stuff for the Stadia community, and it's awesome, and you get to work with a lot of great people as well. So how many, if I can ask here, maybe just for people watching, how many people are on the Reddit mod team?
So we've got we have, oh god, I'm gonna have to count them now. So
okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it depends whether you count Chris and Grace, but excluding those two, because they don't actually moderate. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us.
7. Wow. Okay.
Jem is one of them, right?
Jem is one of our moderators, yeah. So it is. I'll give them all a shout out. Why not? Because they're all awesome people.
Sure.
We've got Tiz. Tiz is also a member of the Discord team. We have Jerelux. We have Jero's great, by the way. If you never interact with them, such a badass. We have Root, who is one of our newer additions. Great guy. We have obviously Jem, who, if you haven't heard of Jem, then I'm sorry, but what the hell are you doing in the community? No offense. We have this guy called Adam, Original Penguin. I don't know him too well.
I heard he likes to farm or something like that.
Yeah,
farming,
and fly planes or something.
Yeah.
And then we have Chupacabreddit. He is one of the most passionate Reddit followers ever. Like, genuinely, one of the reasons, when they were applying, one of the things you could really tell about Chup is that he loves Stadia and he's really super passionate about it. And that's one of the things I really love about him is that he's always just talking about it, and he's just, you're just so much passion there. So what a great person.
That's awesome.
And yes, Vivi's official surname is Oronitier. That is correct.
Oh, that's a good French accent there.
Yeah.
Oui,
So here we go.
Yeah.
So Gracie was asking here: is the hater amount decreasing with time on Reddit, or
Yeah, that's what I'm
the
wondering.
same thing? Yeah.
So, I mean,
It's not
I
high
don't think
enough,
we
so-
had all that many haters. Believe it or not, I think a lot of the people on Reddit are just passionate. So what they want to do is they want to, a lot of them it is constructive criticism. You do see criticism on there because it is an outlet for people, and where other
Right.
people can see and discuss. So I'd say that those people aren't haters; they're more just concerned. There are the people that come on to troll, the people that come on just to spread discord, and those people very quickly don't come back, should we say? Because we've got a good set of rules, we've got a good set of moderators, and honestly,
Right.
we have mostly a great community. So I don't think we get all that much hate. In all honesty, at one point it was spiking a little bit, and we're trying not to stifle. It's really tough balance to get between stifling people's ability to speak and discuss, and then trying to make it a welcoming community and stop the trolling. And it's a really, really hard balance. And the way that we believe we've got it right is because we get people who are negative towards Stadia complaining at us because we're censoring them, and we get people who are positive towards Stadia saying you're not getting rid of all the haters and you're letting all these trolls through. So if both sides hate you, you're doing it right. You're being quite
Right.
even-handed.
Exactly.
And to be fair, that's a little bit tongue-cheek because we do actually get a lot of messages, commending us and saying really lovely stuff. And there was one message in particular which really made my day when I saw it. It was about I'd removed their post and they sort of thanked me for it, which was weird. But no, it is a hard thing to do. But I think that by and large, we don't have a large amount of haters, and in all honesty, it's probably come down over time. We put in those new rules, and Stadia's been hitting its stride. We've reached those 100 games. We've had some pretty good releases recently. Fantastic deals. So I think there's been a lot of growth in that positivity towards Stadia.
So Vivi, are you actually confirming here for all those people that don't believe it that Google actually does look over the data from the Reddit here and the suggestions and the ideas and things like that people
The
post
official
there?
channel is through the feedback section on the app. I will say that as the official best way to get your feedback to Stadia.
Okay.
What I will also say is that they do read it.
Exactly.
They do read Reddit. They do read the Discord. There's very little that gets past them. But if you want to officially give some feedback, the best place, bar none, go on the app, go on the website, hit that feedback button, put it in there as well.
Awesome.
Can't harm you.
Yeah. That's great.
Gotcha.
It's great to hear. So there you go. You hear it right from Vivi's mouth here that the best place, and I think it's been made clear before, but it's great to get a reassurance here is through the app, through their website, provide your feedback there, but also Discord and Reddit, is being. The people at Google and Stadia do know that they do get reports. And I assume, and I don't want to put words in anyone's mouth here, but from my knowledge and my experience too, that Twitter is the same way as well. Reports are run, and there's a whole different, there's a whole set of people that go and look through this stuff. And so it doesn't fall on deaf ears like a lot of people try to say is like, oh, they're not listening to us. That's quite the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was quite telling that in the community, the TWS this week, so the official community blog that comes out on a weekly basis, I think it's really telling that they mentioned Reddit, Discord, and the community forums, because those three places really are a good place to hang out. They, they see those as official communication channels. The fact that we're a verified and partnered server on Discord, that we have those community managers within our team on Reddit, and we have really easy access to them, and they're really responsive to us moderators. Just goes to show you how much that Stadia values those platforms and sees those platforms as something that's useful. And look at other services that don't have official members of their community teams embedded within those community run forums or areas. It really shows that they put a lot of stock into it. So whilst if you do want to put some official feedback, the feedback hub's the way to go. I can tell you for a fact, that things that come up in Reddit do get discussed, and us as the moderation team, if we see something that's a problem or needs to be flagged, we can reach out to the community team, and they're really responsive to us as well. So it's something where I'd say definitely keep posting in all the places you're posting, and don't worry, it's not being ignored, but it's not if you really want to say I think this feature should be added, that goes to the thing.
Yeah, awesome. Well, so there you go. So there's, without a shadow of a doubt here, we saw it in the chat as well. Vivi mentioned it here. It's not falling on deaf ears. So if you have a genuine concern or want to make a comment or share love, doing it in a respectful manner. So if you have something that, there's something that you dislike or you want to see change, providing that feedback through the app, or if you also want to post in the Discord and Reddit, on Twitter, but doing it in a respectful and mindful way, is the key. Don't just say, oh well, Stadia sucks because I hate the games. Say, oh well, I would like to see games from so and so, this developer, or here's some ideas. And I know there are weekly threads on Reddit that shout out for content creators, games that you would like to see coming to the platform, and things like that. So again, their Stadia, Google is listening to it, so keep it up, and just as I say here, be mindful and respectful of how you share your concern or dismay for certain things, and that way, if you think about it, like if you're going in to your boss and your boss has a problem with you, if he sits down and says, John, you're doing great, I like this stuff about you, but here are a few things that we can work on, that's going to be in a respectful way. Whereas comes at, John, you suck, I hate this, you're always late, you never do your work, you're a piece of crap. Now, what are you going to do to fix it? Right? I mean, really, it's all about how you present yourself in that respectful way. So just please, people, keep that in mind, and that goes a long way.
It's called a shit sandwich. You get a bread of a compliment. You say, oh, this is a good thing. Then you give them the shit, which is the filling. You need to do this better. You're crap at this. And then you give them another piece of bread where, you say, oh, it's, but you do this well, at least. Called a shit sandwich. Right. It's the best way to give feedback.
So here we go. So Gracie's saying, okay, but I want a Stadia controller. Use your Google contacts, Vivi, and make it happen. That would be awesome. Yes. Gracie is invented Stadia there. Love Stadia t-shirt, plush, the controller.
Pillow.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah. So,
give me all that Stadia merch. I'd be all over that.
Oh man, yes, we need merch. I'll go on the feedback after this show and put that.
Yes.
A lot of feedback.
Everybody in chat, go on the feedback app and no, let's not say that.
We're not gonna.
I'm not gonna get in trouble for that. Don't do it. I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
Vivi says.
No.
We're gonna feedback bomb the.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I do think what Vivi does want is some Stadia branded handcuffs.
Oh. Yes.
Can you imagine?
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Hey, if they make those, I am buying a set. I'm just saying.
Anything, yeah. Just do it. Make it happen.
Just for when Plop comes to visit me.
Yeah.
Yeah. With a police hat there, like.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. So let's see. Is there any topics in the chat out there that you'd like to talk about, or comments or anything like that? Feel free, let us know, put it out there. And just as reminder today, Grace's last day as the community manager. She was in here earlier. Everyone was just, spreading the love and conveying to her all the, gratitude for everything that she's done and wishing her well on her next venture here, still within Alphabet. And, as she mentioned, she's not, she'll still be around on Twitter and things like that, but just not in the community manager capacity. And we're going to get to know Chris a lot better these next, coming months here. And
be careful what you wish for. I'm joking.
Yeah, for sure. So that's awesome to see here. So random question. Do you play? Oh, here we go. So here's Gracie here. Random question for all. Do you play with controller or mouse and keyboard?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just start out here. So we'll go with me and we'll move our way over. For myself, I play with controller. I can't think of a game that I know.
Would you play 1,000 Days with a controller also?
Yeah, I played it with a controller. Yep, I played it with controller and perfectly fine for me. First person games I play with controller as well. I know there's always that controversy over mouse and keyboard controller, but I'm a controller type of guy. So, but I don't knock those that like to use keyboard and mouse. So to each their own. But for me, I would say 99.9% of the time I'm controller. So we'll go with Ninja here next.
Oh, sure. Okay. So I prefer controller, definitely.
Mhm.
Like I love it. I've been playing with a controller. I'm a console person, right? But the thing is, I'm also a very competitive person. So if I'm gonna play a competitive game, which and it shows that mouse and keyboard has better played for people, then there's no doubt in my mind I'm going to be stubborn. I'm going to be like, I need to learn the controller, the mouse and keyboard way to do it, and I really suck at it at first and then I improve. But that's how I am. So mostly controller. The only game I've played with mouse and keyboard so far are 9 to 5, Rainbow Six Siege, and I think there's another one. I think I'd rather play Into the Breach with a mouse and keyboard because I feel like it plays a little bit better. But Transformers Battleground is the same, but I prefer it on a controller. So it depends on the game for sure, but mostly controller. Yeah.
Well, I know, I could say Humankind. I can see that it would be better with a mouse and keyboard, just because going through the interfaces and things like that. So again, like I said, for me, 99.9% of the time it's a controller. But let's move on. We'll go down to Vivi here.
So the answer to that question for me is just yes. I do play with a controller or mouse and keyboard. It entirely depends on the game. So first person shooters, mouse and keyboard. Humankind, mouse and keyboard. I have played Humankind with a controller. When I was playing at the living room with some friends, and we were sort of playing together. But typically, so I come from a big PC gaming background. I have a pretty beefy PC. Let's just say that. So, I do play PC games as well. So mouse and keyboard is, something that I'm very used to. When it comes to stuff like Assassin's Creed or any of those, third-person roaming action games, that's a controller every day for me. I could not play that on a mouse and keyboard. So it depends on the style of game. So I'm ambidextrous in that sense, or I'm picky.
Controller in one hand and mouse in the other, right? At the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. got my jam,
Doable.
You get the precision with a mouse and keyboard because you control the actual position of your cursor.
Right.
Whereas with a controller, you only get to control the acceleration. And when you say beefy PC, tell us more. It's got RTX 3090 and an i9 processor, 64 gigabytes of RAM.
Ooh, talk dirty to us here. I think I just blew my hard drive.
Hard drive? This thing has an M2 SSD, bro.
Oh, there you go. Do you even SSD, bro?
Yeah,
I'm not sure I can handle that.
Oh, God.
All right. As we'll move on from that. As let's see.
I gotta
about you.
follow that again. I'm nauseous again.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. No, controller all the way and right side up.
Oh yes.
Oh,
yeah,
right. Yeah.
Yep.
No, it
Right
has always
side
been a
up?
controller. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So as mention as for those that aren't familiar with your
if you were to hand
special
me
talent.
if you were to hand me an NES controller or a Super NES controller, I play better with it upside down. So when I was a kid, nobody really corrected me when I started playing. So yeah, again, give me Super Mario on any platform, on any of those old platforms, and controller upside down is better than controller right side up.
I've got to say, I'm impressed. Like,
That's good.
I have
Exactly, right?
I have a stream, like those points redemptions to turn my controller upside down. I tried it once, and that just messed me up. So I am so impressed.
It's muscle memory. I don't know how it works. I think I tried to explain the logic. I need a visual to explain the logic behind it. But yeah, no, it's still just pure muscle memory. I can pick
You
up.
need to learn to do that with a Stadia controller and make that your party trick. Like every stream, you just hold your controller upside down. It's like, yeah, look at this.
At the very least, the NES and the Super NES controller are flat. Like I'm going to destroy my hands. I'm gonna be like, well, I have carpal tunnel everywhere now.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It's worth it. You just gotta, like,
You'll be rich.
there, head bobbing, like, yeah, boy.
Give me money, guys. I'm hurting my hands for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every $5, I will cripple my thumbs for 20 minutes.
Well, back to the question. Yeah, controller. It's always been I wanna sit on the couch and just kick back and play. Humankind and 100 Days, it is a little more cumbersome, but because they're turn-based, you can just take your time making those decisions. I think an RTS might be a little more difficult, but we don't have an RTS yet on Stadia, so I'd be curious to try something like that. But yeah, controller all the way.
What was that, Vivi?
Yeah,
Stellaris. That's the RTS we need.
Oh, that'd be an interesting
one. Yeah, definitely. So looking through the chat here, there's a lot of same sentiments here. Depends on the game. Eli says, Rebellica says depends on the game. Eli, personally, mouse and keyboard. WJR, controller almost always. A mix between PSX guy, a mix between both depending on the game. Humankind, mouse and keyboard, but FPS games, controller. Lord Vivek, 100 Days in Humankind, mouse and keyboard. So yeah, so there's a lot of a mix between that. And I also think too, like the game with the way it's developed with their intention in mind. So if they set out to make the game that's primary mouse and keyboard, obviously that's going to be the better way for it as well. So it's interesting. Granted as well here, mouse and keyboard for FPS, controller for platformers and racing games. Yeah. Yep. So a lot of different opinions here, and it's great to hear. Everyone plays games their own ways, and it's awesome. Awesome to hear that.
Yep. Gracie's a PC gamer, mouse and keyboard all the way.
Oh, there we go.
It is the way.
Yeah.
This is the way.
Then Daniel says 70-30 controller. These days, all controller. It is also more accessible, so you can just jump on your couch, and just turn on your controller, and that's it. You don't need to sit on a desk and get your mouse and keyboard. And not to diss that, but I'm just saying that it's more accessible.
Yeah. For me, I can find, I definitely see, okay, say if you're playing a first-person game, right? With the mouse, you can move your camera around a lot faster and quicker, right? Mm-hmm. But to me, moving, if I'm looking down at the keyboard, the ASWD, whatever, to me, it doesn't feel right, whatever, right? ABCD, whatever. It doesn't feel natural to me, and maybe that's just because that wasn't my primary way of playing. I was always controller, so that was something that I'm used to. But I feel like in that aspect, I really like the controller better. But I can see on the camera and things like that for a mouse, and of course RTS, it's going to be easier, smoother with with the mouse, moving it over there rather than using the analog sticks on the controller. So,
and it still depends on the game too, because if you play a game like I don't know, Metro Exodus, it's a story oriented game, right? So even then, if you play with a controller, it still feels pretty good. No. And Destiny, for example, I play with a controller too because the auto aim is excellent in this game. So,
that's the only shooter. The only shooter you can play with a controller. That and Halo, because for some reason Bungie just know how to make a controller shooter.
Yeah,
their mouse and keyboard controls. When I played Destiny 2, no, I had to go back to controller because I played Destiny 1 with a controller, so I had to go Destiny 2 with a controller. So I actually will concede that one and only game as a first-person shooter on the controller.
There you go. And you heard it here, right? That's our little bit of Vivi trivia. What's the one game that he will play with a controller no matter what? Destiny 2, right? There we go.
That's good to know. Yep.
Yeah. All righty. So I'll see here. So let's I think we're going on here. Wow.
Oh, yeah, you need to look at the time. I think it's the longest show.
It's a couple hours into it here. So being respectful, we know, Vivi, for you, what time is it there? It must
6 minutes past midnight.
Oh my gosh.
That's not too bad.
It's Christmas Eve. Happy Christmas Eve.
Yeah, happy Christmas Eve. Okay, so let's we'll go ahead and do the giveaway here, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up. We're mindful of everybody here and their time, and really appreciate both Vivi and Azwe coming on the show today here. Gracie says it's 1 a.m. there.
Europe. Oof.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so here we go. We are giving away Get Packed on Stadia here. If you haven't entered already, ! raffle. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people entered. So please go ahead, enter now. You got nothing to lose, only something to gain. Get Packed. It's a really fun game. I think you could have up to 4 people play. I remember I played it with Jem and a few others. We streamed it and had a complete fun time there. So get in there. ! raffle. I see Granite just got an entry in, and we are going to close the giveaway here. We'll do a countdown. I saw Vivi. I'm just looking at the chat here. I'm not going to say anything. 10, 9, 8,
7, 5, 8, 6, 20,
9,
4, 9,
3,
8.
Yeah.
4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Maybe he is Canadian.
Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're going to close down the giveaway here. Thank you all.
No giveaway.
All to enter it. Yeah. The winner is PSX Guys Reviews, Fletch.
What?
Congratulations. Congrats, Fletch. She just needs you to speak up here. Fletch has a new baby. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago in the community.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Fletch. I wonder, maybe Fletch is asleep too. Oh, he's here?
Yeah,
there he is.
Too long ago. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, if he won something. There you go. Congratulations. You know how to get a hold of me. Discord, Twitter, all that fun jazz, right?
Herbert says hacks.
Saw that. Yeah. Oh, Herbert. Well, maybe. So this will bring up, and then we'll segue into the end there. Herbert, on the Death Carnival Discord, they have a fun little game that you can play on there. I'm going to it's the Death Carnival mini game, and it's a text-based adventure, right? So you can go in there and you can go. Adam's in there too, Original Penguin. So talk to Adam. He'll tell you how. Yes, yeah, pretty much. So you go in there. You can fight others. You can go against beasts. You've got gifts to give away. And it's just this awesome little thing. You can team up and do raids with other people. There's digs. There's items to collect, bosses. it's fun. So definitely head on over deathcarnival.com. You'll get the link for the Death Carnival Discord. Plus, you'll also be on the know, like one of the first people to know about new news as well from Death Carnival, Herbert and Furion Games. So I want to mention. I want to mention here, just to reiterate, on Monday, December 27th, it's going to be around noon. I'm going to pinpoint the time. It's probably going to be, I'll say maybe 12:15 Eastern. I'll tweet it out, I'll get it scheduled and make it available so that everyone knows the exact time. But on Monday, December 27th, we'll be talking to, on a special episode of Stadium Connect North, episode 11, Thomas Wilson, the co-founder and creative director of Bad Dreams Games, the company behind One Hand Clapping, and also the co-founder and game designer Zach will both be on the show. We're going to be talking to them, talking about One Hand Clapping. We're going to be taking questions from the chat as well. It's just going to be great, and hopefully after the holidays there, you all can join us. And then later on next week, we'll have our big holiday bash here. We'll have a Gâteau Royale. See how Vivi here, see if he can come away with the undisputed champion of Cake Bash and some other fun, great games. So I'll be on the lookout for that as well. So yeah, so I think other than that, Ninja, do you have anything else that is coming up? I guess in the next couple of days or next week, or you're planning anything in particular?
You're muted, Ninja.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was just doing a good Marcel Marceau impression.
Sorry.
So
I'm planning on going on a break just for streaming and stuff, just because I'm going on vacation, right? I might stream here and there, but I won't have any schedule. So that's all I'm going to say for that. I'm not going to be around much during my Christmas vacations.
Just relaxing,
well-deserved
and
break.
enjoying it. Yes.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, Vivi, do you have any plans in particular? Any streams or anything you'll be doing over the next week or so?
I am currently on hiatus, so I might try to stick something in between New Year and Christmas and New Year. But back in the New Year, I'll be streaming as normal on a Friday, and maybe keep an eye on Twitter, for some more stuff. Possibly in the New Year. Myself and Adam those pictures might not be a coincidence. Let's just put it that way.
Awesome,
cool.
Azwe, do you have any fun gaming planned over the holidays?
I need to finish as many 2021 games as I can.
Yeah, you got to get ready for next Saturday, January 1st. All those pro games, deliciously delectable pro games.
Yes.
And as a reminder too, don't forget vote for your favorite Stadia games here. And voting is open until tomorrow, so Friday, Christmas Eve. Get your votes in there and make your voice heard in the show. Clive is going to be streaming that on New Year's, 8 p.m. UK time. If you already aren't following Clive, check Clive out here. And I think that's going to wrap it up for us here. I hope everyone has a fantastic holiday, and we'll be back again soon.
Yeah, have a good one, guys, and see you next time.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.